Welcome back to Tabletop Titans for another epic game of Warhammer 40k 9th edition, and it's very epic for me in this case because it's a model I've dreamt of having for a very long time, and I finally got it. That is the Malcador Infernus.
Yes.
If you've never heard of this, you're not alone. It's a very obscure Astra Militarum tank. It is the biggest flamer in the Imperium. It's pretty much it's like a flamer that's the size of like a Warhound Titan's gun.
That's right.
It's a mega flamer, and I've just always wanted it. So I've gone, not all fire, but I've gone pretty heavily into fire. And that's because we're burning out some aliens in this one.
That's right. You're going to be facing up against the GSC, ready to burn out the heretics.
That's right.
Burn out 2020 and usher in a brand new year. Happy New Year's, everyone.
Happy New Year. This is our first game of the new year. We're so excited. It's sure to be a fun one. So why don't we jump ahead and take a look at the list we're bringing today. Okay, so for my Astra Militarum today, I've got a custom regiment, which is gunnery experts. Goes super well with the flamers. This allows me to reroll any one dice when determining the type characteristic of each weapon. I've also got jury rig repairs because it's the only other one that goes with vehicles.
Right.
And I have a lot of vehicles this time, and I didn't really need anything to upgrade my guardsmen. They're kind of throwaway chaff. I don't expect them to last very long. As I said before, I do have a Malcador Infernus. That's that big tank you're seeing in the middle there with its little gas tank in tow.
It's so cute.
It's got an 18-inch range, 3d6 flamer, does 2 damage each. The thing explodes on a 4-up for d6 damage. It's a beast. It's the first Malcador tank that I own, actually. It's an interesting kind of chassis. I might consider getting more Malcadors in the future. Maybe the Defender, that's the one with all the heavy bolters, because they're so good right now. I've also got 3 Lehman Russ tank commanders, 2 with battle cannons, 1 with plasma, and then the 2 with battle cannons also have sponson heavy flamers and a hull-mounted heavy flamer. So we've gone with some just a bit of fire.
A little bit.
I wanted to take some other turret-mounted weapons, like I was thinking Punishers. I've always loved Punishers.
Right.
But actually, I just realized I don't actually have them magnetized yet. So I'll do that then. And actually, I also realized that'd be really good in this game.
It'd be so good.
It'd be a little too good. So it's probably for the best, actually. Battle cannons are already plenty good, especially when you can reroll. So 2 of them I've upgraded to tank cases. One of them I allow it to reroll wounds if it moves under half. The other one I have -1 damage on. So
that's great.
It's solid little upgrades, and I didn't really need my warlord traits. I've got 6 units of just vanilla guardsmen. So they're just here to snag some objectives, shoot some las guns. It should be good. For the very first time, I have a unit of 6 Bullgrins.
I'm really excited for these guys.
And so they've got the slab shield, and they've got the maul.
Yeah.
Really excited to get them on the table.
They're so cool.
I have the Astropath ready to buff them up, give them that +1 armor save, which gets them up to that 1-up armor save, which is pretty key.
It's gonna be it's really transformative for your Astra Militarum collection. Actually, it lets you really play the middle, hold that, and just unlocks this whole other play style. That I'm really excited to actually see on the table.
That's right. Normally, you wouldn't need to be afraid of a countercharge. In this case, this unit can all but wipe almost any of your units on the countercharge, right? So you actually do have to pick your battles wisely.
It's gonna keep me honest.
That's true, exactly. So really excited about that. To keep the fire theme going, I've got 2 Hellhounds.
Naturally.
Which is great. They've just got flamers and flamers. So that should be really excellent. I've got 1 Wyvern, which I love the Wyvern. In this match in particular, the Wyvern's excellent, right? Wyvern's always good, but there's matches where it's a utility, and there's matches where it's like your main damage dealer.
Right.
This is one of the ones where it becomes a main damage dealer. And I've also got 3, just a unit of heavy weapons team with 3 mortars. I haven't taken my mortars in forever, and I own so many mortars.
I know, right?
I think a lot of guardsmen own so many mortars because there was a time when they were really good. I'm excited to have them because I don't know if I've had them on the table in 9th edition.
No, I've had them on the table.
Yeah.
I've stolen them from my GSC in a few games, so this seems appropriate.
That's right. I'm taking them back. So that's I do have 1. It's not a company commander; it's a platoon commander. So it's the only thing in my army that can give orders. So because you want to be able to give a move now and then. I'm not leaning heavily into orders, so it's not a big deal for me. But I expect the guardsmen to be dead pretty soon. So, and I wanted all my HQ slots for the Lehman Russ.
Exactly. Yeah, it's an interesting one because obviously I can be doing things like popping in and out of deep strike. You want to be able to screen occasionally. So you have just a little bit of that utility to block off where you need to. Like you said, they're probably gonna die pretty quick this game. They're not They're not the heroes of the Imperium in this one.
That's right, exactly. So that's me. That's what I got.
Awesome. Let's take a look at the Genestealer Cult. I'm following on the theme from last game where I played them with Twisted Helix.
Nice.
Had a lot of fun with them, and I want to run them again. So let's break it down. As always, I have this fit into a single brigade.
Nice.
Just love this with GSC, so I can get all those extra slots. As I mentioned, I'm Twisted Helix. That's the +2 to advances, +1 strength, and their special strat is Double Fight for aberrants, which you'll notice are actually here.
Yeah.
Are they ridiculously overpriced? Yes. Are they super cool? Absolutely. One of my favorite GSC units, and I just haven't played them for a long time, so I said.
And they go well with Twisted Helix. If you're gonna play,
so well.
If you're gonna play them as anything.
Yeah, exactly. So let's walk you through it. So in my HQ slots, I have the Abominant, which if you're gonna run aberrants, if you're gonna run 10 or 20 aberrants, he's absolutely worth it because he gives them exploding 6s.
And he's just rad.
He's so rad. He's super tough, and I've actually, just for fun, I've given him the Elixir of the Prime Specimen. That gives him +1 toughness, wounds, and strength.
I love it.
So he's gonna be 6 wounds, T6, and he has a 5-up feel and pain, and reduces damage by 1, and heals D3 each turn. So
I love it. So if you don't one-shot him, which almost nothing can one-shot him.
Yeah, he's just super tough and annoying.
I'll be honest, I feel like he should have at least 1 more wound.
He should.
Like he should start at 6, go up to 7.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
He's super weird because he has only like 3 attacks.
Yeah.
And they're hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
But they're D6. So
it's a very Age of Sigmar model.
It's such an Age of Sigmar model. So that's him. Running the Magus, I have of course given him the Cult of the Psyche of Cult. I get this wrong every single time. The Cult Psyche. That's the one that lets me cast an extra spell, and also gives me +1 for each other Psyker next to him. So it's usually just +1 because he hangs out with the Patriarch.
Nice.
And I have used the Brood Coven stratagem. This means that if my Patriarch is my Warlord, which he is, I can spend 1 CP to give extra Warlord traits to a Magus and a Primus. And so the Magus, I've given him the Focus of Adoration. And what this does is it actually lets all of my units that are within 6 of him heroically intervene. So really cool, great like objective bullying ability.
Yeah.
So that's him. Spell-wise, I'm going to be running Psychic Stimulus, Advance and Charge, Fight First, and then Might from Beyond, of course. Classic. Right? So we've got that. Then the Patriarch, the man, the myth, the legend himself, he is, of course, my Warlord. I did not give them -1 damage. Sorry, Bridger. Instead, I gave him the +1 damage on all of his weapons. So they're going to be, what, D3 +1 or a flat 4 if I roll 6.
That's nice.
He's
super actually cute. Legitimately scary.
He's very scary. And spell-wise, I've given him the Twisted Helix spell, which is Mutagenic Deviation.
Yep.
And this is pick an enemy unit within 12. It's actually only infantry. But I didn't get to use it last game, so I wanted to bring it. And it gives me +1 to wound against them.
Ooh.
So really, we're looking at Bulgarian here. But just making guardsmen evaporate that much easier is actually not terrible. And then of course Massive Gnosis gives a unit -1 to hit and no Overwatch.
Yep. So and I have solid Overwatch.
It is actually going to be important, I think. So this gives me a bit of utility to deal with that.
You could charge the 3d6 flamer.
Yeah, exactly.
And make it in.
I like this spell because Overwatch is not as prevalent in the game. So you don't want to tech in too heavily to it. But Massive Gnosis, just giving someone a -1 to hit is already good.
Exactly.
Right? And it's also Fight Last. I always forget that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite good.
So, it is. It's really good.
It's so good. We've got that. I've got the Primus. I also haven't run him for a while, so you can drop down, pick a unit. I'm rerolling 1s against that unit.
Yep.
And he.
You got the whole party here.
I know. I have every. This is. We have only just gotten through the HQs. He also has Brood Coven Warlord trait, and this is Alien Majesty, giving him +3 inches to his auras.
These are all what you're showing. This is like the old 8th edition classic setup.
It is. Yeah.
Right.
This really is. This is very close to 8th edition list.
Yeah.
So we'll go through the troops real quick. I've got 2 20-man Acolyte squads, all with flamers, because I love those last time. 4 saws in each. I've got 3 just 5-man Acolyte squads, bare bones.
Yeah.
A single Brood Brother squad, nice and simple.
Classic.
And my elites, of course, 10 aberrants. They're all picks, and they're still way overpriced with just the picks.
Yeah.
I've got the Clamavis, +1 to advance and charge.
Yep.
Sanctus, melee version, because you know I love him so much.
Excellent.
And then I've got 3x4 Jackals, fill my fast attack. And then my heavy support, I also have some mortars, just 1.
Yeah.
And then
2... We're going to mortar each other.
Oh, we're going to mortar each other. I'm going to mortar you, you're going to mortar me, and then you're going to wyvern me, and then just,
we should have a gentleman's pact where only mortars can shoot mortars.
This is true.
And the first person to kill the other person's mortars wins.
The whole game.
Yeah.
I like it. So that'll still take probably 5 turns.
Yeah, it's 7 or 8 turns for a team of mortars to kill a team of mortars.
And then I have 2 Goliath Rock Grinders, the heavy support version with demo caches, of course, and heavy mining lasers.
That's a well-rounded list.
That is my list. it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's mostly good, and then there's the aberrants, which are fun.
The aberrants are still going to be solid, right?
Yeah, they're just
like
so
as long as they don't
right?
take too much, as long as they don't take any shooting, which you can ensure.
Yeah.
They'll come in, do a lot of work, and then it'll take my entire army to clear that unit, which can be a huge problem.
Yes.
So I actually think you're going to get your money's worth out of them today. I don't think you would in every game, but I think in this game you're going to get your money's worth out of them.
One of the toughest things for them is if someone charges them, right?
Yeah.
Because then they just die. This is why with previously the not Sigillus, Vigilus, they could fight when they die.
That's correct.
But again, like you said, in this matchup, other than the Bullgren, there's not really a danger of that.
That's
right. And
you could come down away from the Bullgren anyways, like you could choose to. So yeah, I think it should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's right.
Bridger, what mission are we playing today?
Before we move on, I don't know if you mentioned this, but some observant members of chat have noticed that the points for the Malcador on your list are wrong. We know. We use the right points like for the game.
So here's what happened. Wrote the list in Battlescribe. Battlescribe for some reason still has the wrong points for the Infernus.
Yeah.
And so as soon as we posted the list up, I actually noticed it was wrong, and I just added heavy flame responsons to my tank, to 2 of my tanks.
Absolutely.
So that made up for the points difference. And so yeah, it's just a little wrong in there.
Appreciate it, guys. It is quite expensive, but it's not that expensive.
Yeah, it used to be like 340 something points, which is way more than they overvalued flamers in 8th edition, and so you paid a lot for a flamer. Now they still overvalue them, but only by like now I'd say by like 30% instead of by like 200%.
I think a lot of people did when the edition first came out, because it's like, oh, you can still like shoot them in melee now and all these things. But then it's like, oh, you're not overwatching most of the time.
Yeah,
so they're actually
a heavy flamer,
the same as you did before.
A heavy flamer costs the same as a heavy bolter.
Yeah.
In the guard army, and those are not equivalent. So 15 points for either. I think the flamer should be 10 points, and the heavy bolter 15.
I agree.
And even I think that would be a good start.
Yeah.
Techno, our Battlescribe Lord, has told me that your Battlescribe's just out of date. So it's a you problem.
You know, I had a feeling, but I didn't want to say anything to him.
Listen. Techno is actually the one who helped me get Battlescribe working and download the data. Yeah. And then we did some manual data download because the thing was down or something. Yeah. And so actually, I have no idea how to fix it.
That means you're not set to automatic update.
I see.
That's the issue. I'll fix it later.
Yeah.
Well, funny enough, this was still only like 2 weeks ago or something. So the compendium was long since out. So I don't know why.
But the guard part of the compendium was delayed.
There's
a lot of it. Anyway, enough about Battlescribe. We're not a Battlescribe channel. We're a Warhammer
this
channel.
This episode is sponsored by
by a broken app.
Yeah.
Today we're playing GT Mission 32. This is sweep and clear. There are 5 objectives, and the deployment is table quarters.
Yeah, so we've got a search and destroy, so 9-inch circle here, and we're each in our own little square.
Yep.
We've got 1 in each deployment zone, so mine's here, Adrian's is over there. 1 each in the no man's land, and then 1 dead center here.
You got it.
And this is a hold 1, hold 2.
Yeah.
So it's great.
It's a good mission.
It's comfy, very comfy.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about the train at all?
Yeah, what do you got here?
So it's a standard Mossy City terrain setup. We've got some obscuring ruins, 2 big ones here. We've got the 4 in the corners, and then we have, these ones are not obscuring. These are very, very big pieces of terrain, so we try to never make them obscuring, but they'll just be standard cover. And then we've got these 2 kind of crate L's right in the middle, facing off against each other. Other than that, I think pretty self-explanatory.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go on to secondaries. Adrian today is taking Domination, Direct Assault, and Deploy Scramblers. This is kind of like an Adrian special.
What?
No. It's a pretty far deviation.
Bridget just wants to say it every
It's got
time.
the toast, but like none of the bacon and eggs.
This is like Adrian trying to be
You're just
Brian.
holding objectives. You're just like sitting in a place and scoring points. That's what I think of when I think Adrian.
Interesting.
I think sitting a place, scoring
That's
points.
true. I have
That's
nothing
true, but that's not the
requires
special.
me to kill anyone. So this is a 5 objective mission, and as always, it's good to look at, okay, can I do domination? And I can, right?
The answer should always be yes.
Yeah.
And if not, you wrote your list wrong.
That's actually very
true.
Go
back and rewrite it.
It's funny, especially with like GSC, like they're very distributed in some ways, but they actually do really well if they focus on one point. So I've taken domination to fight for the middle. The mission specific also pairs very well with domination. 3 points for the middle, 5 points for the opponent, the one in the opponent's deployment zone. Very, very like these are actually Bridger secondaries, if I'm honest. And then a deploy scramblers. I hum and haw just a little bit. It's going to be tough because it's a small deployment, but I do have many tools to get in close. Yeah. Transports, 3-inch deep strike.
You have the ability to deep strike within 3, and you can't charge, but you can do an action.
Exactly.
And so it's really hard to screen out a 3-inch hole, especially when you have a 5-man squad.
Yep.
So yeah, you'll probably just get that one.
I feel pretty good about it.
Just a slight correction there, Adrian.
Yeah.
I would never take scramblers.
That's true.
It has never worked for me.
That's because you forget. You feel like perfect custodians units just sitting in the back, and you're like, all right, they're gonna shoot some pot shots.
Well, but I can never scramble in the enemy deployment zone.
Yeah.
Because how am I going to get there and still have units that can't?
He only wants to fight. He only wants to fight.
I have to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
Always be charging. ABC.
Always.
All right, Brian secondaries. Pretty similar. We have domination,
similar.
direct assault, and while we stand, we fight. Is this mission? Is there something wrong with this mission?
No, neither of our armies give up anything obvious. Now, I do give up bring it down, but he doesn't want to be forced to bring down a certain number of vehicles because he only has a few. He has to fight for the center, and I can keep my vehicles essentially fighting that point and out of fighting range. And if he has to come through several lines to get to me, it's just a bad news. So neither of our armies really give up anything. So we have to take them off the board. And taking them off the board, we could have taken engage on all fronts, but domination is just better because you can actually get 15 on domination. You're not going to get 15 on engage on all fronts, especially with such a small quarter back here. So it's just not going to happen. So direct assault, anytime you could stack, where doing one secondary actually gives you 2 secondaries.
Big deal.
And when you feel very confident, you can do that one. And because this is taking it back from each other, we can do it. This dead center point, he could get bodies on it. But I have so much shooting and it's so wide open that anything he puts there is it's just going to be hurt so bad. And if he tries to put his whole army there, he'll be punished so brutally by my shooting. And it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? To like stop me from ever getting that point, he would have to give me the game. And so it's just not a worthwhile trade. Now, while we stand, we fight is similar to why I thought he wouldn't try to take down my tanks, because it's going to be too punishing for him to try to get to them. And so while we stand, we fight takes 2 of my Lehman Russ. It's going to be the tank aces and my brand new model, the Malcador Infernus. It's always fun the new model syndrome to test it out with while we stand, we fight.
I know, right?
Can I have this model till the end of the game? I actually don't know that I will have the Malcador Infernus by the end of the game. But I'm willing to get 10 points. Especially you only took scramblers with your third, so you're only going to get 10. So if I lose that and only get 10 points, like, okay, we're fine.
I think we all want to see it explode. So
even I want to see it explode.
I want to kill it for no other reason than I just want to kill it. So I do have to get in there though.
He just wants to kill it to break my spirit.
That was my
Adrian
only.
Has brought a new toy to the table and had it destroyed so many times.
I know.
He's like, payback time.
This is revenge for the Tantalus.
That's true. The Tantalus only died in turn 5. Though.
No, the Tantalus was actually a star. I have no complaints about him.
But I'm hoping that and I got real lucky at the end there.
You did.
With I did 5 mortal wounds to it right at the end.
Spoilers, Brian.
Jeez.
Sorry.
It was a great game. We just put it into the vault. Brian kindly asked me if I would keep it public for a little bit longer, so I did until very recently.
Right, because we had people from overseas, not in the U.S. time zone, who weren't able to watch it live, so I wanted people to be able to watch it a little longer.
So if you want to check that out, that is now in the members-only vault, so if you become a member today, you can check it out.
And that was the debut of the Grey Knights.
It was.
Yeah, really excited for that. Okay,
right.
Are we ready for this?
Let's do this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who wants first turn? Normally you don't want first turn.
I don't want first turn, no.
Right?
There's one crazy move I could do, but other than that, I don't want first turn.
Okay.
Is it like a kung fu, like a karate
It's like an advance and charge.
It's just like advance and charge a giant wall, basically, and just kind of tie up and cost you a whole turn of moving out. I don't know.
So it's like
that would be like a 20-man unit advance and charge. Yeah.
I haven't decided though, so we'll see.
I want to see you dragon kick him.
No. All right, so now you get to decide.
The only advantage to going first is I get a fairly unimposed set of points. Like I get my 6 points right in the center. I still can wyvern and mortar you, so I'll get some chip shots in, and it forces you to deploy back way out of line of sight, or I'll hit you real hard. Whereas if you go first, you can take all your blips and move them as much up as you can and start your board control early, and I have to fight you for it. So I'm going to take first, not because I'll shoot you much, but because it'll give me board control.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair.
All right.
Let's do this thing.
Astra Militarum turn 1.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get right into it.
Okay.
Thanks, Dominic. G'day, Titans. Shout out to the crew from my company's mini wargaming Slack channel. Maybe we'll actually get some games in this year. Who knows?
I really hope you all do get some games in this year.
I have a good feeling about it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Justice. Hey, Titans. Wanting to get into Custodes, how Alaris Captain, Bike Captain, 2x3 Guard, 3x3 Alaris, Vexilla, 2x3 Bikes is the base. how should I fill out my 270 points? How should I fill out my last 270 points? Telemon, Achilles, or more bodies? I would say get some Venatari.
You really like the Venatari?
I think
that's a surprise pick for you.
Solve so many problems in that army.
I did not expect him to say that.
I'm so proud of him, honestly.
The one time I played with Venatari, the light bulb turned on, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh, you can play Custodes like a normal army now. You're allowed to actually play 9th edition. Cool.
Because we talked a lot about the loadout. Where did you end up on like Buckler versus?
Buckler.
Yeah, I like Buckler.
100% Buckler. You don't need them to kill. You put them in the list to like do secondaries or steal objectives or not killing.
Right. Yeah, like you said, to play the game like everyone else.
Adrian, when you're done with that camera, don't want to shop talk too much, but do you want to turn autofocus on when you're done with that camera?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Ajax. Happy 2021, Titans. Necron question. Is there anything that limits moving before or after using Veil of Darkness? 3 or 4 inch Lich Guard charges for the win? Yes, there Veil of Darkness is a redeploy, and you can never move after redeploy other than a charge, pile in, and consolidate.
That's right.
That is correct.
Thank you, Silver Creek. Hey, Titans. I'm getting started in 40k with Blood Angels. I picked up an Indomitus box, but I was wondering what Primaris units should I pick up next? Probably another Indomitus box.
It's such a good balance of them. The other thing is everyone's losing their minds, including myself, over Inceptors right now. Plasma Inceptors, really, really awesome.
They're so good.
Yeah. And then
so hot right now.
They're spicy. I'm trying to, I want them for my fists. But yeah, I think, if you don't have an Apothecary, then it's really hard to say no to an Apothecary.
Well, it's Blood Angels, so Sanguinary Priest.
Oh yeah, Sanguinary Priest.
And that is so core to that army. It's
really important.
You need that. But he did ask what Primaris unit should you pick up?
Yeah, no, that's why. Because
it's tough. I would not take a Primaris Apothecary over a Sanguinary Priest, even if I was building a Primaris army, because it's Blood Angel. Like, one theme trumps the other theme.
Well, even not thematically, just gameplay-wise. You could make a true scale Sanguinary Priest.
Sure, you could take a Primaris Apothecary and bling him out and make him a Sanguinary Priest.
Yeah, exactly.
But it has to be a Sanguinary Priest because the Blood Angel theme trumps the Primaris theme. You chose Blood Angels, and they chose you. You can't forsake the bloody path.
I feel like Brian would feel differently about this, but 15 Hellblaster says differently.
Well, different trains of different thought, different ways of thinking. Like the correct one and then 15 Hellblasters.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I think really, Inceptors is the only other thing that you're really missing with Primaris that would be really, really strong.
Oh man! So people have been asking me what Blood Angels, how does a Blood Angel army work? Because we have been evangelizing them. We're like, Blood Angels are the best. Play them. They're amazing. Play them. They're awesome. And Plasma Inceptors are amazing in Space Marines, period. They're just busted. But Plasma Inceptors are thematic for Blood Angels.
Really?
Because they're jump pack dudes. That's all you need.
Oh, okay.
Check's the only box. And they're nuts. Go at home.
Yeah.
Take a 6-man of Plasma Inceptors and combat squad them if you need. And just win every game. If you want to be mean, bring 18.
Well, here's the thing, though. I don't know if 6 is the answer because 5 is really tasty to transhuman for 1 command point, and you also don't want to go to blast levels.
They're throwaway units. That's the weird thing. Is you drop 3 and they kill almost anything.
Yeah.
If you drop 6, they kill literally anything. And if you have 5, you can't combat squad. So you can't do the 2 units of 3. You get it's like buy one get one free.
I used to be I think if you're running the bolter ones, I like 6. Split them into 2. Their utility. But personally, I like the 5-mans for that transhuman because then they actually don't die to anything. They're actually really tough to kill. You're 2 up and cover, transhuman, bunch of wounds. But I don't know.
You also get more bang for your buck off Dante. A lot of really good Blood Angel players have been saying take Dante. He's the 9-inch reroll bubble instead of a 6.
Yeah.
And
I feel that.
He has Chapter Master, so it's pick multiple. So you can drop in a bunch of Inceptors and they just blow up everything. They just nuke the whole board. Oh my god. They're gross. So Blood Angels players out there, if you don't know what to play and you want to play competitively, you get 20 to 30 Sangard, Dante, Sanguinary Priest, some number of Plasma Inceptors. That's to your taste.
Some non-zero number.
And then you want either Vanguard Vets with Lightning Claws or some Death Company. You want something to go take the board that's cheap.
Yeah. It's really good, man.
And
really
a Whirlwind for Fight Last, because Whirlwinds are real good in that army.
Yeah. Yeah, one utility whirlwind is quite good.
But yeah, so that was my rant on Blood Angel.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to his TED Talk.
Please don't at me.
Bridges in love, in case you can't tell.
Thanks. Super Edie. Hey guys, I asked my commissar where this metric gack load of pumpkins came from, and he nearly shot me for heresy. Turns out the pumpkin is an imperial gourd.
Okay, that was pretty good. I'll give you that one. Super Edie. As always, thank you for joining us and hanging out.
Thanks, Sean. Hey, Titans. Thank you so much for the dedication in creating such awesome content. Questioned how battlesuits, twin-linked or not, having trouble. Thanks.
Twin-linked as in like 2 of the same weapon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure. Even 3 of the same weapon.
I think you usually want to, right? Just
2 plus ATS is often...
2 plus ATS is good because you need the AP these days.
I like the ATS a lot, I think. Yeah, and you want to be able, you don't want to split the types of guns, right? Because you want them to play a certain type of role. If you're managing 2 different ranges, 2 different targets, you lose a lot of efficiency. So yeah, generally speaking.
This is true.
Some observant members of chat have told me that whirlwinds don't have jetpacks. What you do is you buy the Forge World Flying Dreadnought. You take his jetpack.
Okay.
2, maybe 4, again to your taste. You glue them onto the whirlwind.
No. Here's what you do. You want to have the whirlwind. So what you do is you take the impulsor chassis and then put the whirlwind on top. And now it's flying.
That's cute.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say you just put little sanguinary wings on the back.
That's true. Yeah. Paint wings on the side. It's all the same.
Yeah.
Be a little more orky.
Yeah.
Okay. I moved. Basically, what I did is I advanced unit up on this point, advanced unit up on this point.
Yep.
Staying kind of as far back as I can on the point while in cover.
Clever girl.
Makes the charge from there a teeny bit harder.
Yeah.
Still doable, but depends on the advance. Brought the Bullgryns up so they can threaten the center and even threaten this objective here. Built a little wall around them so they don't get charged first. Make sure there's no base size there. And yeah, tentatively brought the tanks out. There's angles back here if he pushes it too much.
Yeah.
Same thing on this side. There's blips right on the corner there, so there's some angles. So if he wants to come out, all my tanks moved, all my Leman Russes moved under half. The Flamer tanks came out in front just to not block things. They could get tagged next turn. This one in particular is at high risk of being tagged. Whatever. I don't care. It's fine. And the Infernus is, he has a huge range, so he'll be able to strike at the center or any objective next turn. So he doesn't need to move preemptively. So let's just do some Psychic Barrier.
Well,
you have to blip.
So now I'm gonna deploy my army.
Okay.
Maybe we can take some questions and you can hang out.
That sounds good.
I forgot to give Brian his command point. Adrian, are you spending any here?
Did you spend any pregame?
Yeah, so I'm down to 9.
Yeah, I have you at 9, but do you want to spend any here? Because you can pick up blips and stuff.
Oh, right. Well, let me figure that out.
Sure. Yeah. Go
so
for
it's the second deployment phase.
This is my deployment. You guys have a good time. I'll see you later.
We will have a good time. Thanks.
Let's do it.
Christopher, hey Titans. My 1900-point Blood Angels have 5 Eradicators and 3 Plasma Inceptors.
Nice.
Will my Sangard and Van Vets benefit from 2 more Inceptors or 3 Suppressors?
I think all of those are good. Yes, you will benefit. Having a mixed army that does a bit of everything is great.
It's an or question. Which?
No, what I'm saying, both are good, right? Like the extra plasma means that not only do you have another jump unit, which is great, because it just gives you more board control, more MSU, but they can really deal with some key threats. The suppressors are also, not to be sneezed at, their ability to turn off Overwatch, which can be pretty crucial for your army. So you don't have to take the Whirlwind to ignore Overwatch. You can do it. You can do it with the suppressors.
I would say the Whirlwind is a more utility pick because it not only does it turn off Overwatch, it also fights last.
Yeah.
But suppressors are thematic because they have jump packs. So
that's true. Sure.
Both good options.
Bridger's very very particular about the jump pack.
It's the only requirement. You have to be painted red, and you have to have a jump pack. That's it.
I really respect this.
I respect
this philosophy.
Yep.
I think it's great.
Thanks, Dungeon Master. Hey, Titans.
Hello.
So we have a crowd of brainwashed fanatical dupes slavishly worshipping a false emperor on one side. And on the other side are some Genestealers. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. I love it.
We're worshiping a 2-armed emperor and a 4-armed emperor. The only difference in opinion here is the number of arms the emperor has.
I mean, really.
That's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we see the world die. We're both mostly guardsmen. He's guardsman just with a few extra arms. He's what happens to guardsmen when you give them 2 extra arms.
Between being a guardsman and being a Genestealer, I would pick the Genestealer. Extra arms sounds so cool.
It sounds very useful.
Praying, yeah, they both gods you pray to, and they end up devouring your body in the end.
Right.
And so, literally, the Imperium eats your body when you die.
One devours your body, the other devours your soul.
Okay.
That was deep, Bridger.
I'll take getting my body devoured over getting my soul thrown into an empty pit of the Emperor.
Well, that's only if you're a psyker.
No, they just feed him souls. When he's hungry, they just feed him.
No, they feed him only
souls.
psyker souls.
Bridger, I don't think you... Have you seen this movie before?
He gets hangry, all right? You can't just let the Emperor go hangry.
He just feeds whoever. They feed him who's ever.
Snack, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tasty.
1,001 souls today.
The tithes were insufficient. Get him some normal souls. All right, thanks, Charlie. Would you ever do an AOS tournament in the future? Would love to see some high-level games from you guys.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. AOS is a really interesting competitive game, and it's always interesting to show it off because there's not that much competitive AOS on YouTube. There's a bit of it, but not that much. One of the challenges is competitive AOS armies are very strange collections. It's typically spamming a thing. And when you're building a normal AOS collection, it's already a lot of work to just like paint up 40 of this, 30 of that, 20 of this.
Yeah.
But then you need the competitive build of that, which is just like 60 of a thing, you know? Like a bunch of Hearthguard Berserkers or something like that, you know what I mean?
Right.
You just need like 90 of them or something. And so it's really hard to get like 15 or 10 or whatever truly top tier lists that one person would own or two people would own. We both own enough armies to run a tournament, but not necessarily use the top tier lists of all the factions.
Yeah, agreed.
That would be challenging.
We do want to get more stuff around the channel, and we're working on it actually. We always have a great time.
Yeah, we're going to be playing more AOS. I'm probably going to end up building more Age of Sigmar armies in 2021 than I will 40k armies, personally. Like I already have 3 projects I really strongly want to do. I want to do the Realm Lords. For sure, I want to do those. I think those are going to be great. That'll be my next. I really want to do the Fire Slayers. Yeah. I'm really interested in them. And I'm really interested in Slaves to Darkness as well. The old, like, the new remasters of the old Chaos style warriors and Chaos Knights.
Right. They do look cool.
They look really great. Yeah.
And hey, can we talk just briefly about that new chariot, the Slanesh chariot?
Oh,
that thing looks
awesome. Yeah, that's right. And so Adrian collects that army, right?
Yeah. So I have my Hedonites, which is mostly just demons right now, but it's so easy to just kind of
splash in a few mortals.
I'm so excited about that new line. The new Seekers are like such a good balance. I love, the old Juan Diaz Demonette sculpts, and I'm not the biggest fan of the new, the current plastic Demonettes. And the new Seekers are such a good kind of balance of like not invalidating the current demon models, but also kind of a step to what they could go towards.
Yeah,
right?
It's great.
So really excited I'm going to collect all of that.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
It's going to be great.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Just saying thanks for consistently great content. Delighted to finally catch my first live stream and join Premium.
Welcome.
That's awesome.
Welcome live. Welcome to Premium.
Very, very cool.
And you got in early, which is great because Super Chats get pushed back by hours.
They get wild.
The queue gets quite long.
So true.
Thanks, Stumpy Von Lump Lump. That's a cool name.
Right.
Thanks, Stumpy.
What up, Stumps?
What's up, Stumps?
Excited to jump into the digestion pool of the Star Children. Bring your friends, family, jump on in and ascend to the hive mind. Kiss them good, GSC.
Yeah, you know what? No matter what happens here, we're going to be part of a great Imperium.
Yes, that's right.
We'll either be turned into like a Carnifex's arm, or we're going to be a loyal guardsman. It's all good either way.
That's amazing.
Thanks, Jarl. Hi from Ireland. It might not be pronounced Jarl if you're from Ireland, but I give it a shot. Doing Nids versus Necrons a lot, finding that Kronos shooty list so oppressive.
Yeah, it is.
But other lists just get minced. Absent chat from a Genestealers. Any advice to make the battle more even?
Against Necrons?
What is the matchup?
2 Nids against Necrons.
Yeah.
Ooh, Necrons should be able to hang.
No, the Nids are struggling when they don't play shooty Kronos.
That's what I'm... Oh, when they don't play. Yes. The Necrons, it's not that you need to make your list better, it's that the Necrons need to make their list worse. So I think you need to talk to your opponent and say, like, listen, if you don't want me to play this really strong Kronos build, the only thing that has a chance, I need to tech down into something worse, but there's no way to make a worse list compete with what is modern Necrons. So you need to take your list down a notch in order for us to have an interesting game here. That's probably, have them meet you in the middle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's tough because the things that the weaker Necron, the things that the weaker Tyranid list are good at.
Yes,
like
the Necrons are the best
for the midboard,
at destroying.
and Necrons will just crush.
Exactly. They do the same thing but better.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's so rough.
Which is weird.
And you're just not going to out efficient you're going to have these things where you put a ton of shots and not kill any warriors, or you'll bring your Genestealers in, they'll charge the warriors, and then not only will the warriors not die, they'll actually kill you in combat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they'll just like boost to strength 5.
Right.
If they're Novak, they'll like boost it 2 attacks each, and then they'll have like 40 attacks, and they'll just wipe a squad of Genestealers like nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so
and of course
hitting on 2s, you know, they actually will wreck you.
It's so brutal. And there's some things you can do with like terrain to make it in favor of the NIDS list, but you're gonna have to. That's gonna have to be determined on a list by list like case. Reducing sight lines, things like that.
Pretty tough.
Yeah, so that's something you can do.
So you hit a lot.
I hit a lot, basically everything. I don't know if you can. I don't think you can see anything, to be honest.
I can see the bike that's off the board in reserve.
Can
I shoot him?
Excellent. Yeah, totally. So yeah, let me actually talk about that real quick. I have. I will go ahead and spend a command point, Bridger, to return some things
I can't see
into ambush. Excellent. So I have 2 units of bikes that were already in reserve. I have the Sanctus already in reserve, and 2 5-man acolytes already in reserve. And then I've gone ahead and put one of my 20-mans in reserve, and also the 10-man Brood boys.
The Brood boys.
Brood brothers.
So this is one 20-man here?
So this is a 20-man,
and then there's
the aberrants.
And then is there just a 20? There's no 5 here?
There's no 5s.
Okay.
So everything's just chunky.
And the aberrants move slowish?
I don't
medium-ish?
No, actually
6-ish?
7.
I don't think it's slow at all, actually.
They're actually fast?
Yeah. So everyone gets +2 to advance, right? And then with Psychic Stimulus, even they could advance and charge if it goes off.
Yeah, right.
Just so that you are... Oh, and then I get another +1 from the Clamavis. So it's a +3 to advance.
Okay. So you're real fast boys is what you're telling me.
Real fast boys.
Okay, great. Well, is it time for the psychic phase?
I believe so.
I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to do psychic barrier
yeah,
onto my Bullgrins.
Nailed it.
There it is.
You got it.
That's +1 to save, y'all. So they're at
what are they?
Hearty 1-up save.
Very tasty. I like it.
That's just a casual 1-up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's shoot with my indirect.
I know.
Because we do still have that.
Yeah.
We have a 20-man squad, which will be nice to start whittling down.
Yeah. I'm actually really worried about that.
Got to work on them sometime. Yeah, because we can do some real work on them, no doubt, right?
24 wyvern shots.
And the mortars.
And the mortars.
You're discounting my mortars.
I am.
I think most people's mortars are not good. Mine are great.
Yours are great.
Yeah.
That's true.
So let's start with the mortars, just to show you what's... I'm not going to get you out of blast. So we'll just do the wyvern first, just in the off chance I somehow killed my blast.
Sounds good.
So I'm just going to take a full 24 shots.
Sounds good.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Sorry, Adrian.
14, 15,
Yeah.
16, 17, 19, 20, 21.
It's Genestealers, you know?
The way it goes.
You brought them to die.
Yeah, they did. They came to die for the
I'm gonna do the aerial spotters.
Reroll
all hits. Yeah.
You don't have to be able to see me for that one?
No.
That's the +1.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's
the +1 on a manticore if I can see you.
Yeah.
Reroll all hits on a wyvern.
Oh, jeez.
I think the +1 to hit, if you can see them, you can also do with a manticore or with a wyvern. It's one of the other artillery that you can do it with.
2. For some reason the dice felt weird. 2, 4,
no worries.
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. No, I did it right. Wow, look at me.
Ah.
It felt weird, though.
This is on 4s, re-rolling. Good thing. Nah, that's fine.
It's always, even with rerolls, guards only hit average, basically.
Right.
Most of the time.
It's classic.
But that was about half, honestly.
That's good, yeah.
All we ever dream of is odds.
This looks very average.
It was extremely average, actually. Yeah.
All right.
Tiny bit below, actually.
And then you got 3s re-rolling now.
That's right. Okay.
Excellent.
And again, perfectly odds roll there.
Yeah.
That's I missed one.
Oh gosh.
Okay,
So
sorry
good.
to drop one.
This is brutal. All right, so this is 5-up saves. I don't have an icon ward in this list, so we'll see. So 5s.
You need to go hot here. Looks like you did odds.
Yeah. Odds. So this is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Takes you out of blast.
So it's out of blast.
Upside.
You're welcome, I guess.
So I do have 3 mortars now. They do get min 3.
In 3 each, yeah.
But I won't need it. Oh, I did need
You
it.
did need it.
So I rolled a 5, a 5, and a 2. So 13.
All part of the plan.
3, 6, 9, 12, 13.
Cool.
So here we are.
On 4s.
My mortars.
Pretty good shooting there, Tex.
Yep. I told you, my mortars. They're doing really good.
That's right. And 3s. Curse you. Wow. What's wrong with you, Brian? Here you go. 5s. Okay, so 3 more.
Indirect is a thing.
It's quite good. Quite good. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool.
All right, that ends my turn. Good thing you are immune to morale.
I am, yeah.
Because that would hurt.
That hurt.
So here's what we've got. We got direct assault and domination for 6, and my tanks aren't dead yet. So while we stand still, oh my God, it's still my movement phase or shooting phase. You don't mind? I got to do my order. I just got to do my move. So that's my advance. I totally was like, I have an important move, and then I forgot to do it.
So you're like, oh no!
I was just like, those guys don't look like they're in the right spot
Brian.
at all.
It's supposed to be a beginning of shooting phase, so.
Sorry, Brian.
Sorry.
No, models die actually if you forget to order them.
Yeah.
This is
thematic for GSC too, so I don't feel bad.
It's a special rule. It's called disorderly. You forget and then die. Oops. That's what your commissar is for. He actually shoots them.
It's true.
I didn't bring commissar because I didn't want anyone shooting my models, but my opponent.
You know, that's a good rule of thumb.
It's a good way to dodge the disorderly rules. Just don't bring a commissar.
Disorderly rule is a really big problem, actually.
Okay.
Someone's gonna be looking at that. All right, you good? So, do you give him his points?
No. We're done? He
now
finished his turn?
He dominated. He what is the mission specific one called?
Direct assault.
He directly assaulted.
He assaulted directly.
That's it.
It's accurate.
That's right.
All right. Well, let's take it into Adrian's turn 1.
Well, let's do it. So first off, I'm going to burn a CP to return D6 models to that unit.
I thought you might try this,
yes.
but I didn't actually think you would do it at this stage.
Is a CP worth 1 guy?
It's worth 2 guys.
Good talk.
We covered our bases.
Good talk.
So one of the big things this lets me do,
it
gives me movement. It gives me quite a lot of movement, actually.
Do you have to stay in coherency?
Oh, I guess now I'm above the 10 or whatever.
6.
Beep, beep. There we go.
All right, well, let's get back to these super chats, huh?
Yeah, let's
do it.
Hey, Sean, question on TIE battlesuits. What is hardwired, and do they cost points?
Advance.
Same points, but don't take a slot. Thank you so much again for the greatest of good.
Thank you.
Did I answer the...
Okay, so there's signature systems, and they do take a slot. Hardwired was a 7th edition rule, or before 7th edition even. They don't have that rule anymore. So yeah, everything does still take a slot, unfortunately. You don't always pay points for them in the sense that the new Forge World book, it seems that the hazard suits that the signature systems might be free. It's not entirely clear, but that might be the case. With crisis suits in the book, you do pay for them. They cost a bit too much. They could be free, I think. For the points of a crisis suit, I think it's possible.
Thanks, IDC. Hey, Titans. I'm building a Chaos Force. Have Knight, 2 War Dogs with cannons. CSM SC. Chaos Space Marine Super Carrier.
Say again, sorry.
Supreme Command SC. CSM SC. What unit is that? S-C.
I don't know. Chat, you have to tell us.
Simple Carcharodons. I don't know. Termies, Termy Lord, Sorcerer, Warhound, and CSM box. Painting as Alpha Legion.
Nice.
What do you think are good next buys? Well, I'll tell you what. We love Obliterators.
We like Obliterators, especially as Alpha Legion.
Yeah.
Because there's a stratagem to make them untargetable, which means they could come down, shoot a lot, and then stay alive, and then shoot again, which is their favorite thing to do.
Always good.
So really great.
Brian, that Tau thing, Forge World Hazard Suits, FAQ cost points.
Oh, they did FAQ it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the Tau FAQ.
Okay, that's right.
Start collecting. That's what SC is, not Supreme Carrier, whatever.
Supreme Collection. It is kind of Supreme Collection.
Thanks, Cobra Commander. Good afternoon, Titans.
What up?
Would you pick a Technomancer or a Chronomancer, and why, please? Any specific war gear you find particularly useful?
Yeah, almost always a Chronomancer. The reroll charge and the 5+ invuln is the real reason. The Technomancer is good if you are building a list around that, right?
Yeah, if you're taking the Canoptic units, like the Doomstalkers, or you're taking a bunch of Wraiths.
Spiders.
Yeah, so a lot of those things can really benefit. So they both have their use, you just have to build towards it. The Chronomancer you will always have a use for. The Technomancer you'll only sometimes have a use for.
Yeah.
The actual the Technomancer can also bring back models, but it's only if you upgrade it to do that.
No, yeah, he does D3 warriors.
Yeah, and D3 warriors can do some cheeky stuff because it's it's in the command phase, right? And so you do it before you score. So it's like you could be off a point and then back on a point and things like that.
That's true.
You can really head fake your opponents with that stuff.
I actually like that. And the counter temporal mines can be good. This is the one where you pick an enemy unit within I think 18 and they're like half.
This is one of the Cryptek Arcanas?
It slows them, yeah. That's the only, a lot of them are just overpriced. That one's kind of interesting. The +1 to hit, I don't know, they're just a little bit too expensive for me personally.
The Mortal Wound Pew Pew Cannon, that's like alright.
Yeah, well that's not for either of these guys though. That's for the Psychomancer.
No, but that's like one of the better Arcanas.
Yeah.
Nice.
Most certainly.
Alright, thanks. Coffee Eater got the Command Edition started for the holidays. The only games I'll likely be playing in the near future are casual patrol-size games with my sibling. What is the best next buy for both Space Marines and Necrons at that play size?
What do you think, Bridger?
Question. I think the Space Marines, it depends a lot on your chapter. I think Vanguard Vets are just awesome, period. They're
Vanguard
awesome.
Vets are awesome.
Because you can, like, kit them out so that if you want to play narratively, like, each guy can have his own weapons.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, you get your Claw guy, and you got your Thunderhammer guy, right?
Give them all a name.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you want to play competitively, they're still great.
You magnetize them all, and then you can change their weapons.
Right.
It's a lot of work, but that's a unit worth magnetizing.
It is.
I'm actually, so after the White Scars, the next edition of the White Scars is going to be 17 old, like, Firstborn bikes, but I'm using the 30K bikes because they look so sharp. After that, though, is going to be a 10-man squad of Vanguard Vets. Really excited to get them.
For Necrons, you can't beat more Warriors, you know?
Right. Warriors
you can never have too many Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors are the way to go. What do you got?
So I rolled a 6 on the advance for the aberrants. We're just going to shift over here and just kind of prepare to just go in next turn, go in, because that's kind of how part of this game is going to be played. But then I rolled a 6 on the advance, which means they move 15 inches, which actually takes me all the way to here. And that's tempting.
That's quite far.
That is quite tempting.
You know your ABCs, Adrian.
You know what, Bridger? You're right.
And then, but you do have to get the spell off on them?
I do have to get the spell off on them, which is fine.
You know, you will, right?
Yeah, for sure. What's the worst that can happen?
All right, thanks, Fugs. New year, new memes of the week.
12,
keep the
13,
receipt.
14, 15. So
Speaking of
it's on the
which,
south side of that. There we go. So yeah, we're actually just going to come this way instead.
I think.
Oh yeah.
I think we're going to be doing our meme of the week, which perfectly covers Adrian right now. Don't move. You're just like
good.
You're hiding.
Let me do my stuff.
So this is kind of a meta meme.
Yeah.
New year. It's a brand new
year. Get some new memes.
And we're really excited for the new memes that are going to come out this year.
Absolutely.
This one's from Sir Kanos, thanks. And this is kind of a Discord in-joke. If you don't recognize those avatars, that is Fugs and Isthander, and they're just meme lords.
They are the meme lords.
Over there on Discord. So if you're not a member of the Discord, you should check out.
Yeah, you got to get on. This is the year you got to get on that Discord. There's so much good discussion happening, and so many good memes. Just come for the memes.
Really, yeah, honestly. Come for the Warhammer, stay for the memes.
That's right, that's right. Yeah. And the friendship.
I know.
But yeah, so anybody can join the Discord. And if you are a YouTube premium member, there's special sections of the Discord cordoned off just for you. Yeah. Premium memes. That's where you want to be.
Nice.
Also, I want to take a... It's Kirk Kanos? No, it's Sir Kanos. No. Have I gotten his name wrong, like, every time I've ever read it?
Have you been imagining TS?
Maybe. You know the thing where you see almost a word and you just read the word?
Yeah.
Yes. This is how we do all Warhammer rules.
Yeah. So true.
Remember? Reading is hard.
Reading is hard.
It's very hard.
Hardy ha
ha. But yeah, so it's a new year, and a lot of people have been reaching out to us on Discord over the past few weeks and saying, like, you know, this has been a rough year for us. Thank you so much for providing this content, helping me get through this tough time. And this is really, honestly, so rewarding. It feels so good to know that we can help people. Because I've been there. I think we've all been there at some point in our life.
Absolutely.
And it's nice to have a content creator kind of just lift your mood.
Yeah.
So that's what, hopefully, this year will be better.
Down?
I don't know. Whatever you think.
What about this?
That thing? That one has verticality.
So this one's 2 inches? Because I was playing it as...
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so then this one's an inch.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. But yeah. Reading is hardy hard. Apparently, I've gotten that guy's name wrong.
Really? So it's Kirk Kanos.
It's every time, yeah. It's apparently a Star Wars character.
Kirk Kanos. No, I don't know this character.
Who that is.
Ooh, that's you're just the worst, Bridger. I'm almost done here.
Thank you, Colt, working on TM, Scion Jackal Regiment. Thoughts on pure TM, that's Tempestus Militarum. And how to run them. I had some Bulgrin, but they super duper suck. So underwhelming at -1 AP. No, dog, Bulgrin are like your best
solid.
combat option.
They're solid, yeah. I think they actually work in Tempestus. I've been trying to, I tried to buy a Tempestus army recently from someone, but I got outbid on eBay's. It was a really nice army.
That's right.
Yeah, I really want to get Tempestus. I think Tempestus is really hard because they're not super survivable, and they need to get up pretty close to do their business.
Yeah.
And that's what the army specializes in. I think that Bulgrin are actually an important thing to try to splash it out if you want to stay within faction. If you're willing to go outside of faction and splash in something tougher, like a Custody or something like that, then great. That'll give you some combat and lasting potential. But because they have no fight ability, they're not going to win in 9th edition on their own. So you're going to have to splash in some fight.
Yeah.
What's the conundrum here?
No, that's fine. I couldn't make it anyways. That's it. No conundrum.
And so with 1 inch, is that aberrant an inch back?
Oh, that movement.
That's what you're saying. So it'd be an inch back and then another inch down for the charge.
Okay. Sure. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. All right. Good.
Totally good.
All right. Let's do some psychic, shall we?
Psychic.
All right. So let's see. We want some psychic stimulus, don't we?
This is the key one. Kind of do need this one.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be +1 to cast. And let me pull up the value so we know what the odds are here, or what the, what's the drama.
This is pretty crucial because you don't want those aberrants just standing out there.
Yeah, so it goes up on a 6, so I need a 5. And then I'm outside of 24, so that all works. That goes off on a 6. Perfect.
Nice. Awesome. And sorry, you were saying, where is the
so she's
psyker?
just back here, or right here.
She's right there. Okay, cool. Yep. So you're at like 26?
Yep, you got it. Cool. So they have that. So that'll be fight first, advance and charge. Super important stuff.
Very crucial.
Yeah. And then
you tried to fail it.
I did try to fail it. I in my mind I already spent the CP. I was like, I need
the scary, like if you were, and you could see if you were within deny range there, that would have been a really easy deny.
Exactly. And then we're gonna go ahead and throw Might from Beyond onto these lads right here.
Yep.
Let's do it. No, that does not go off.
So CP.
He's fighting guardsmen here mostly. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the end of the world.
It's +1 toughness as well, isn't it?
No. It's
strength and attack.
Strength and attacks. So the only question is, so you have this Hellhound here. They advance, so I'm not putting flamers into here. I do have the 2 heavy mining lasers that can go into the Chimera. I probably wouldn't pop it, but I have the potential to, in which case I could actually be going into Bulgrin.
Okay, and that tank back there didn't advance. It just
in the end I was like, it's not worth it, because even under any advance, I wasn't going to reach here.
Okay.
So let me check my other spell real quick. Where's my phone?
You want to take another question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd love to. Thanks, Sam. Hey, Titans. So glad I could catch you guys live. How would you make the GSC more competitive, and what would you like to see in their 9th Ed Codex? Adrian has some strong thoughts.
Even just their points are potentially one of the things that are a barrier at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Things like the aberrants, the reasons I don't run them normally is because they're just too expensive.
They're just and they're not like even just like an 8 point drop or something. Taking them below the cost of a Space Marine Terminator. Would be good.
Yeah, exactly. Making
they don't
those cheaper.
They don't need to be that much cheaper, but like taking them down to even like around 30, 20, 26, 27, 30, something like that. Yeah, a huge difference.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they need more attacks too. Aberrants don't have enough attacks.
They don't have enough attacks.
They get the job done.
But when you look at how many attacks Space Marine gets, and you look at this hulked out dude who only fights, and his only job in life is to fight.
This dude can get to like strength 14 though.
Compare like the power the picks to a Terminator with double lightning claws.
Yeah.
There's like no comparison.
No, I know. Space Marines are good.
They're infinitely. So I think whereas other things like acolytes are great, the saws
they're
are
actually great.
Yeah. So I think ways things about survivability, ways of sort of playing in 9th edition, either making them play 9th edition more in that style, or give them ways to actually score playing their own way, right? So this could be in the secondaries, ways of actually scoring that by just doing like sneaky stuff.
Yeah.
Things like that. That's
lots of stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So let's see. So, sorry, I was pulling it up because the Patriarch.
He's trying to see if he should save his reroll for his next spell. If he needs more.
There's no other more important spell, so I'm just gonna. But then again.
So you're spending a command point?
Yep. Here's the reroll. All right, goes off. That's with a +1 as well.
Okay.
That's that. All right, and that's it. Honestly, for my spells, I don't have anything else to do. All right.
Wait, so you spent one?
He spent a CP.
Yep, I spent a CP to reroll it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do some shooting. So we're going to go ahead and start with this cannon right here. We're going to put everything into
the Hellhound.
The Hellhound. Let's do this. So it's D3 shots. 3 shots. I'm liking it.
Nice.
And let's see, hitting on 4s. Ah,
pretty classic.
I know, classic. And then wounding on a 3. Looks
okay.
good.
And this is
-3.
-3.
Last cannon, basically. Oh, come on.
There's a save.
All right, so we've got D3 shots over there. Oh, and then the stubbers.
Let's see them stubbers.
Yeah, we'll just go into guard squad for this one.
Okay.
Right. This is just the 1, so 4s. Okay, and then on 3s. All right, nothing. And then over here, we're gonna do same thing into here.
Okay.
So D3 and then the guard squad there.
Yep.
So 3 shots again on 4s, and then on a 3. Nope. And then the stubber into here on 4s.
There's always the theoretical potential these things have, but
yeah.
to date it's still theoretical.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So here's a guardsman on 5 up. Nope. So
That's
one
good.
guardsman does die.
Sounds good. All right, so let's see. That is all my
The first
shooting.
casualty on my side.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and do some charges.
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 So you're going to spend 1 on advance and charge?
So I'm going to spend 1 here on an advance and charge. And so how many shots from this Hellhound?
Oh man, I just blanked on it.
2d6, right?
2d6 and then d6 for the hull flamer. So 3d6.
That's rough.
You're trying to decide whether you want to tag it or charge it.
Yeah, I should have massive noticed it. Blip, 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 blip.
You should have.
Do you mind if I try that?
Sure.
Because he didn't cast any spells.
Who's
I just
this?
Fully faced. This is the Patriarch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this one, no line of sight and you've got range?
Yeah.
And am I in deny range of the Patriarch?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do this. Sorry. This is +1? Okay, so it goes off on a 12.
Oh, they both give +1 to each other?
He gets +1 from the crouchling, and he gets +1 for being next to the other guy.
I'm going to deny it anyways.
On
a 13.
Cool, thank you. I appreciate that,
Okay.
you gentlemen. So we will charge the Chimera and these 2 guard squads. Actually, just this one guard squad. We don't need to go into both. Doesn't actually serve any function. So here's the charge. Ooh, wow. Nice. So it goes off in a big way. We've got that Primus there.
All right, so he's going to pile in for the charge.
Now let's do it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be good.
And then I'm sure you have other charges, right?
I do have other charges. Very important charges.
I miss Genestealers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
I had some really great games, Custodians against Genestealers. That's such a great matchup. It's
Yeah,
very,
All right.
You're just going to give up on the Primus bubble?
No, he's a 9-inch bubble now, remember? Because I upgraded him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So they'll stay in there. And aberrants, let's take a look at this.
Who are we charging with the aberrants?
We are for sure charging the Hellhand, probably this squad.
Okay.
Do I want to try for Lehman Russ?
Ooh, that's a dicey one.
That's a 9.
And that's what's a 1 inch down?
Correct. No, so we'll just try for these 2.
Okay,
right.
I'll pay the 1 CP to Overwatch.
Cool, let's do it.
So here's the big flamer.
Charge of Flamers, Adrian.
I have to be this game.
T5, right?
His whole
yeah.
So
no,
3s?
I have no idea.
I
think they might be T4.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think they're
Stupidly.
T4 because they have
Oh, well, that's fine. I still
Yeah,
wounded.
T4. Okay. With all these?
Yeah.
Okay. Ren?
I think it's 1 or 2. I'm just gonna. For some reason, I totally blanked
Heavy
out on the
Flamers
Hellhound.
are AP1?
This is not a heavy flamer. This is a Hellhound, so I've just got to find that.
Oh, Chem Flamer I think is AP2.
Good, and it's totally not in my book. I can't find it anywhere.
I'm on it, Brian.
Thank you.
Well, Adrian, you can roll your, or do you not get saves?
He has a 5-up save base,
I have a feeling
so
right.
it
Here,
depends.
I'm gonna do my charge because you're not gonna pull me out anyway.
Why can't I find the Hellhound in here?
I don't know.
I can find it. I'll find it so
There it
fast.
is.
Yeah.
We did it!
We did it.
-1.
-1. Okay, so 6 ups, just 1, and then 5 ups. Wow.
Oh, come on.
Really, really good. Good
Damn.
one.
So then my heavy flamer on 3s. So chance to kill 1 more.
All right, here we go. And so this is 6s again. Nope. And then give me 1 5.
Oh,
Aberrants,
they're going hot.
baby.
This is spicy.
Here's a charge. They're getting +1 because they are within range of the claim of us. Let's do it. I don't know. Let's take a look. Ugh. So it's a 5. I do have to go down a step.
So you needed a 7?
No, I'm just under the 6. See that
Plus
there?
1 inch down?
But then +1.
Oh, you're within a 6, you're saying?
I'm within 6.
I see.
So then that would
so
make
it's
it
5 stays 5 because plus 1 minus
5
1.
plus 1 minus 1. Yeah.
So,
we're in.
just in a 6. So really, what?
He needs 5 on the dice.
5 on the dice.
Just in a 6. So you needed a 5 up to a 6.
And then plus 1 for playing this.
And you got a 4 up to a 5.
Oh, I
Yeah,
rolled
he
4.
needs 5 on the dice.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a 4 and a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. We'll spend a CP. Here we go. And let's do it. We're in.
There you go.
Cool. How many CP am I down to?
Yeah, 5.
Cool.
It's enough to fight twice.
Yep.
I don't know if that's how he'll be using them, but
No, probably not. Because he's got a lot of deep strikes still that he wants to be able to do magic with. But he gets,
that's correct.
you know, he gets CP in future turns, so it's not the end of the world.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm gonna read super chat. Squeeze one in here. Thanks, Colt. Also, what changes? Is this a two-parter? Is there another? Oh yeah, we already did first part. Also, what changes would you Ross to make IK Imperial Knights competitive? They're so cool, but it's awful having a designated secondary that gives the enemy 15 points.
Yeah, fix that secondary,
Pretty dumb.
and then also make them count as 10 models on a point. 5 or 10 models, something like that.
I think it should, as they brag it down,
That's
it should start at like a silly number. Start at 20, and then 10, and then 5.
Okay, I like that. Like in Age of Sigmar, the Mega Gargants count as a bunch, and I think it's a great mechanic. I think Knights should do the same thing. The Mega Gargants don't degrade, which actually makes them mega strong.
Yeah.
Because turn after turn after turn, the amount that they're holding the point doesn't go down until you actually manage to kill a giant.
Right.
Whereas in this case, if you had it degrade with it, that'd be cool. I can see it either way.
Yeah. All right, let's do this thing, shall we?
And that one guy is dead.
That's the abominant.
Oh, okay,
so he's currently within 6 of them. We'll see if we want it or not. Let's do it.
And is this one dude out of coherency?
Nope, because he's within range of. Oh, sorry, this guy.
Does the guy want to be up?
What? That's 2 inches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It goes. It doesn't have. I don't have to do the
Vertical doesn't count.
You just do a diagonal, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
No, you have horizontal and vertical coherency separately. You have 2 inches horizontal and 5 inches vertical. This way you can have people on multiple stories.
Okay.
You get both.
But you get them both.
Yes. Otherwise you couldn't have people on multiple stories.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
I got you.
Cool. So let's do this combat. None of them super matter as far as ordering.
Because I'm not a great fighter.
Not a great fighter.
I'm good enough to maybe hurt you here, but not that I would interrupt.
No, I would love to see you spend that. So yeah, let's go here, just for the fun of it. And so how do we want to split this? You've got 9 guardsmen left.
Yes, 9.
And I've got 1, 2, 3.
He doesn't want to cap this point, so he doesn't want to take a chance that I'm still holding it.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna pile in here, pile in here, pile into here. Oh, sorry, that guy there, and closer there. Because I'm also troops. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put. Wow, I have way too many saws in this unit. These 2 should be normal. There should be 4 saws in there.
Can't even have 6. That's not legal.
You can have 8.
You need 20 guys, don't you?
Nope.
What?
You can get a ton of saws.
You can get 8 saws and 2 regular guys in a squad?
Well, this was a 20-man
No, this is
squad.
a 20-man.
Oh, it was a 20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember,
so I said you need 20.
Yeah, but
you had 20. So
it was a 20.
It was 20. You were saying the same thing in different ways.
Okay. So yeah, we'll put the 4 saws into here. We'll put all the everyone else into here.
Okay.
And the cultist knife from the saws will also go into the guardsmen for the ones that can reach.
Gotcha.
Sounds good. All right, let's do this thing. So we do have Might from Beyond. So we're going to be looking at 3 attacks each. We'll start with saws. Let's get white dice.
Let's see it.
Is 1, 2,
And you saw me.
3, and 4. We'll try. All right, so this is hitting on 2s because I'm within 9 inches of the Primus. So I'm getting +1 to hit. And rerolling 1s because of the cult icon. So this is into the Hellhound. 2s with the reroll.
Oh, and you didn't pile out of range of the because it's 9 inches.
So it's a 9-inch, yeah.
Got it.
It's okay. There we go. All right, cool. Looks good. And then wounding on 3s. Actually, yeah, I'm not going to get to 2s. So on 3s. Okay, so it's pretty
So
dead.
100% hits and wounds?
Yeah.
What's the minus?
-4 for 2 damage.
So you did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24.
I like
You
it.
killed a knight.
I like it.
All right. Do I explode? I do not.
All good. All right. And then we got
Kablamo.
Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Regular dudes to start. This is with the rending claws. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said 6. Like so. 3 attacks because Might from Beyond.
Okay, good.
On 2s, rerolling. Yep. Here's the reroll. Oh,
Very nice.
Still 2 1s. All right, and this is gonna be winning on This one I'll have to actually check. Let's see. So there's strength 4 base, 5 for my Twisted Helix, and then 6 for Might from Beyond. So on 2s.
Very nice.
6s matter. All right. So you got. This is 5 that are just dead.
5 that are dead, and then these are at AP1?
Yep.
Okay, 6s. That's the squad.
Sounds good.
We did it.
Excellent.
We killed a squad of guardsmen.
Yeah.
And a Hellhound.
And a Hellhound.
Remove the models.
All right.
Okay.
And then we'll go ahead and pile into this other unit purely so that you can't advance.
Huge mistake.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there.
All right. My time to fight for the Emperor.
It's my time.
Don't we have the other charge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just piling in here.
You guys are always out of sequence.
Me? I mean, he's
here,
out
you
of
go and do
sequence.
your other fight.
All right, aberrants. Piling on in.
We're teaching the kids at home bad Warhammer.
That's true. All right, so yeah, currently to get the Abominant buff, I'm actually losing several, so it's probably not worth it. So we're just going to be piling in. Anyways, let's do this thing.
Squish some guardsmen.
Squish some guardsmen.
And smack a tank.
Yeah, I'm going to figure out this breakdown. These guys, so they really want Might from Beyond, which they don't have currently. So
because they're only strength 14 without it?
No, it's number of attacks. Plus 1 attack.
Yeah, they do need more attacks.
Just like you were saying. There's a way
Just
you
like
can
I
do
was
that.
saying.
You got to get those attacks.
Yeah, so 2, and they've got 2 base plus the claw, so
It's not enough.
6. Makes me
How many
nervous.
does a Bulgrin get? 3? On the charge? 3?
They get +1 on the charge, so I think it goes up to 4.
4? And you're telling me aberrants can't have more attacks?
Who said that?
You.
No, I definitely did not say that. I never would have said that.
He's like, I'm not a hater.
No, I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah.
He's totally a hater.
I don't know if the mic picked up on that. Adrian whispered, Brian's a hater.
What? I'm totally into aberrants. I encourage you to play them.
All
They're
right.
great.
They need more attacks.
No, totally. They need to be better.
Yeah, so I'm going to tag this unit as well, vertically.
That is correct.
We're going to put, I just need to kill guardsmen. I really want to kill the Hellhound, but I need to kill guardsmen. So I'm going to put,
because you want to cap the point.
yeah, 6 into here, the other 2 into here, or 3 into there.
And they were all, even the guy way back here was able to get into fight range?
Yep, because he just goes over here.
Right.
So he's the second rank, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's do this thing. So they have, yeah, so we'll do the 6 picks first. 2, 4, 6, 8.
And these are into the guardsmen?
Yep, into the guardsmen. Let me pull it up real quick, because this is one I always mess up.
You haven't played them in a while.
It's been a long time. Been a long, long time. Let's take a look at the rules.
The aberrants are such rad models, too.
They're so cool.
One of the nicer kits they've made.
Right? Power pick. Yep, okay, cool. Just making sure. So this is going to be 6 dudes, so 12 attacks.
Okay.
With the picks into the guardsmen.
Hitting on 3s?
Hitting on 3s.
All right.
Oh, that was not a great hit roll.
This is why you need the Abominant would have been. This is 3 additional hits.
Putting on 2s?
2s, yeah. Wow. All right, so those are -2.
So how many died? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? All right, 5 are dead.
Okay. And then we've got the Rending Claws, which is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6 on 3s. Oh, come on, guys.
Oh, Adrian.
Yeah.
Dropping the ball.
Yeah, I am.
The aberrants are showing why they stay on the shelf.
Seriously. So this is 2 at -1. Actually, sorry.
One
the
of them's
Rending,
rending.
one goes straight through, and one is a -1. Okay, so 2
Two
Oh,
that.
the picks have rending too.
This is Rending Claws.
Oh, this is on the
Same
Guardsmen
thing.
as well.
guardsman.
Same thing,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So 2 more die.
Just different profile.
And then the other 2, see, I shouldn't put any into the Hellhound. This is into the Hellhound on 3s. All hit. Now they all hit. This is going to be strength.
Well, the 5 and 6 wound, and the 1's down.
Oh, it's nice to know what the strength are.
I didn't even look at the roll. Yep, so -2.
5 ups.
Nice.
All right, and it's D3.
You got it. Whoops.
Hit me with that big D3.
Looking at 2 damage.
All right,
And
you
then
did it.
2 Rending Claws into there. Both hit. And they do not. What's your toughness? 6?
7.
7?
Mhm.
Okay. What's toughness 6? The Wyvern?
The wyvern is.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
The open-topped vehicles. are
Weird.
T6.
That's really weird to me. Okay. That was not great. Yep, that's their attacks.
My fight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna fight over here.
Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, hitting. We could kill a couple on 4s. And then on 4s again.
Cool deal.
Guard, we were Catachan.
Right.
Gotcha. Ah, just one. Give me that save.
5 up. Come on. Yeah.
Oh, you did it. All right, let's kill an aberrant.
Oh yes, of course.
So here's
Seems
the card.
unlikely.
No. 2 hits. No wounds. And the tank on 6 is 1 hit. 1 wounds.
Oh, nice. 5
I'll
up.
run you over.
And 5 up again. Whoop. 5 again. No, it takes a wound.
There's a wound.
Nicely done. Can I get a wound counter?
Why, yes, you can.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Are you going to fight twice?
No.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Not be
CP.
worth it.
Stupid. All right, you do have a leadership there, though, so you lost 7.
You do?
Yeah.
I do have a
So
leadership.
you're gonna fail unless you roll 1.
So I only want 1 model on the point. I don't actually care. So I'm trying to do, like, auto passing is reckless in the sense that I would need to roll
Really bad.
2 1s and 2s, a 1 and 2 on 2 dice.
Correct.
It could happen, and it would deny me 5 points.
Yeah.
Right? Which, you know, whatever. I'm just gonna roll it. I have 3 chances to succeed.
I think you're gonna be fine.
Okay, so here's my morale.
Okay. So they fail. So 1 guy runs.
And then 2 of them.
Oh!
No.
No way.
Whoa.
That's
the
unlikely.
first time I've ever seen morale kill a unit in 9th edition.
That's big.
That's
that cost me
nutty.
a lot of points.
That was a lot of points.
Oh, didn't attack with these guys.
Go for it. I still stand by that. That was the right call, but
Yikes.
geez.
I mean, what are the odds?
If it
Very
was
low.
later in the game and I knew those points would, you know, be crucial, I wouldn't have taken such a risk. But
Yeah. No, I think you'll want that later on. Because it's a once per game ability, don't forget, guys. It's not the command point that he was thinking about, it's the once per game.
It's like 1 in 11. It's actually not that bad odds.
It's no. There was a decent chance it could happen.
1 in 11 is pretty low.
Here we go. Here's you do have 1 wound left on.
Yeah, that's right.
So I could get 1.
And then 5. Oh no!
5 up, 5 ups.
Oh no, not like this.
So far he's dead.
Oh,
No, you're hitting me
You know
with
what?
dice.
I'm just gonna
He's
throw this on for
punishing
good
me.
measure.
He's just punishing me.
Stop it.
So 1 dies, 1 takes a wound.
All right, there you
Congrats.
go.
They're already dead.
All right, so this guy will go.
That was big.
But you lost an aberrant to guardsman?
Yeah.
That
did.
is shameful.
He actually lost a full aberrant. He took 2 wounds.
That was
That's
that was entirely my fault. It was not the
shameful.
Admiral's fault. Cool. I think that's it. So that was your leadership. I don't have any leaderships.
Yeah, because they only lost 3.
2.
Man,
Oh,
chat's,
because they took 1 in Overwatch.
Yeah.
chat's doing some real bad math on
Your odds.
Yeah.
Hey.
The 1 in 11 sounds about right. That's me. So I get my 6 points for holding the middle, and yeah.
And that's that.
Yeah.
And did you deploy any scrambloids?
I did not actually scrambler, which is fine. Oh, I didn't shoot my mortars. My mortars scrambled.
All right.
I broke the pact. I didn't shoot your mortars.
I didn't shoot your mortars. I think we're out of range of each other.
That's true. That's true.
Oh,
We
why
messed
would you
up.
do that? You can't deploy your
I
mortars.
really
outrange
should have
each
shot the
other.
mortars. That actually would have been extremely helpful this turn.
All right, Brian,
All
don't
right.
go anywhere. How many objectives do you
Just
control?
1.
5 points.
Because he got me off that one.
Yeah.
With that crazy 1 in 11 roll.
Listen, it was a solid play.
You're sticking with that math, huh?
Well, it's actually 5 and 54, but close enough.
Wow. You
I'm
were
gonna
lying
take
to everyone.
your measuring tape because this one is totally
I hate
totally
that one.
busted.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's do it. So command point for Mr. Brian.
Yes, Brian is up to 10, and I'm seeing continued bad math in chat. Should I take this opportunity to actually explain it, or
Math is hardy har. You could explain it.
Okay, so he needed a 1 to fail this. He needed specifically not a 1 on the first die, which is 5 and 6. He needed then a 1 or a 2 on both of the remaining dice, which are 1 and 3 each. So that's 1 and 3 times 1 and 3 times 5 and 6. Which is 5 and 54, which is roughly 1 and 11.
Yeah.
Good talk, chat.
Good talk.
Good talk.
Good talk.
Good talk.
Math is hard. We can't read, but we can do math.
Can we though?
All right. Thank you, David. Hey, Titans. Thanks for helping me get my 40K fixed throughout lockdown. Very much appreciated. Can I ask what setup you're using for sound and video? D6 command points to Bridger.
Oh.
I have a banana.
The
I
question
don't
is,
have a D6, but
who gets to roll the d6? Is it Bridger?
I don't have a.
Yeah, Bridger, come here.
D6. Oh,
Come roll it.
all right. I'm coming.
On the hand cam.
I'm
all right.
talking to Adrian's chest.
Oh,
Ooh.
this is how I prefer it.
4. All right, I'll take
Respectable.
4.
Strictly slightly above average.
I'll
I like
take it.
it.
I'll take it.
Respectable.
This is all my characters hiding in the back. I totally blanked on what the actual comment was.
What's our setup? Well,
oh yeah,
I'll tell you what. We have a lot. We have five cameras.
So far, we're definitely getting more.
2 lav mics, a studio mic. You need a mixer for all your mics, obviously.
So we're using the Roadmaster, something.
Rodecaster
Pro. Rode.
Those are our lavalier mics.
They were asking about the audio, I think specifically,
but also video. We have several models of camera in the room. We have some Canons, some Sonys. We wouldn't really recommend any of them for streaming. So the models.
Yeah, we're trying them all. We're not happy with any of them yet.
Yeah, because there's a difference between what makes a good photography camera, a good filming camera, and also a good streaming camera. And finding the overlap between all those things is not easy, especially because a lot of this hasn't been done really before for miniatures. So, but thank you. That's a great question. Always happy to talk shop.
Thanks, Joshua. Hey guys, I heard SN Battle Reports are doing a Legends No Retreat event, which is just for YouTubers and other big hobby names. Are you guys going to be a part of it? We were invited.
Yes.
And I don't know if we're allowed to say that, but I just said it. Too late.
I don't think we announced it, but yeah.
So we were invited, and we want to see what the COVID sitch is like before committing to anything, because we don't want COVID.
Yeah, yeah, and they're aware of that. I talked to Steven, and they do awesome content, and so he totally understands. I was like, okay, well, if COVID permitting, we would love to play. That'd be awesome. Go to Gibraltar, play some Warhammer, hang out.
Dope.
I know pretty much all of the big channels are committing under the same kind of guidelines of like, depending on the situation. I'm not the most optimistic, to be honest, but I would really love to go. So yeah, good catch there.
I think we're all pretty late in the queue of people getting vaccinated. Like we're not in any of the groups that are high priority. So it's gonna be a while for us, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not.
We do want to go.
There is a chance that the event also gets pushed to later if not enough people can go. So that would make it more likely. So we'll see. Anyways,
that would be cool.
It's exciting. I've always loved seeing the regular event, and I love the idea of this new YouTube one. Go play against like Tabletop Tactics and
it would be really great.
Start a gang fight.
Yes. Oh man, me and Bone would just chill out.
No, you have to fight him.
Just having a blast.
You have to like mud wrestle him. And the event takes place on a cruise ship. It's like a really nice like hotel cruise ship kind of thing.
That's wild.
It's a cool event.
It's really cool. I want to see that mud wrestle. You want to see that mud wrestle?
Yeah.
Just thinking about it now.
You're picturing the mud wrestle?
Yeah.
Thanks Loner in the crowd. Happy New Year from Scotland.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
New Year, new army. For me, it's going to be Speed Freaks, advice for a speed wall.
Yes.
I'm going to loot GSC vehicles because it's cool.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
You're working on your speed wall too. Huh?
I'm working on Evil Sons right now. I should have it done fairly soon. So excited about that.
Yeah. Obviously, the buggies are all great for them. Deathcopters are I really like Deathcopters with.
They give up Bring It Down, but whatever.
That whole army does.
The whole army does,
right?
so you just lean into it.
You've already committed to it. But they can do, Speed Freaks can do things like the double move, shooting and moving after you're shooting, and it's really, I really like it with Deathcopters, actually more than regular bikers, because they're just more flexible. And you put the sizzling rivets? No, sizzling rivets. That's the upgrade one. Their spell is like something about like the smoke from the bullets, and it's full rerolls on a unit. So you put that on like a bunch of all the rockets on the Coptas or the big shooters.
That's pretty crazy.
Can you explain to me how smoke coming out of your gun gives you full reroll?
All right.
That doesn't make any sense.
You're going to make me find it, Bridger.
That's utter nonsense.
No, it's like describing, because there's like, there's the smoke coming from the guns. These are orc guns, so they're like smoking on fire when they shoot. Let's see, this is under Saga of the Beast. It's a great power. And it's harder to cast if you put it on like a big unit like a Stompa or a Gorkanaut. So it's like a little iffy. So you want those big DACA units that aren't under that category. So it's actually an easy cast.
I'm gonna do my Jerry Rig repairs. So he gains 1 wound back.
This is Visions in the Smoke. The weird boy exhales psychically infused engine smoke. Wait, what? That sends the vehicle's crew into a powerful reverie.
That's right.
They see a great speed wall on the horizon and fight harder and faster to reach it.
That is
amazing.
So Mad Max.
It's really, really good.
And it is on a vehicle only, which sadly, Deathcopters are.
Yeah.
So.
Fantastic. Okay. I think it's time for psychic. I'm going to put another psychic barrier.
Yeah.
Perils.
You can have it.
Hmm?
What? Does that kill him?
No, he has 4 wounds, right?
No.
Who?
The astropath.
That's 3.
Oh, okay. I totally would have rerolled it if he had 3.
Go ahead,
I'm so
reroll.
sorry.
You're okay. You're okay.
I thought he couldn't die.
So an 8. I'll try to. That's your only spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I need a 9 with Patriarch. You got it.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you would never take the chance if he
Yeah,
could die.
of course. You're good.
It was a horrible.
Like what?
Oh, the Primera Psyker has 4.
Yeah. This guy.
The Astropath has
This
3.
is the super cheapo teeny guy.
The Primera Psyker has 4.
He just does much better than he should for you, so you have like a different worldview of him.
Exactly. Sorry, and I also remembered I'm in combat here. Go back. It's a horrible decision to do that. Okay.
I was all for it.
You really wanted to see me.
This guy's actually a Genestealer. So
Exactly.
He was like, we should keep playing.
He was like, we should stay. Well, I could have affixed bayonets.
You could
You never get to do that.
That's true.
Or I could just blast him.
You should have fixed the bayonets over at the aberrants. That was working pretty well for you, actually.
Exactly. Okay. Shooting phase. We're just going to give first rank, second rank to this squad over here. And it's time to start blasting.
Let's get blasting.
That's what we do now, right?
Yeah.
We just blast. So I'm going to give the reroll ones, reroll ones, reroll ones to my tank commanders.
Yep.
They all moved under half, so they're ready. You know, they're ready to start plasma and battle cannoning. So we're going to start with. The question is here. Okay, so we have these guardsmen who could pop shots down into these boys here.
Sure.
I don't know if I need those shots or like want those shots.
Yeah.
And I'm only in rapid fire with these first 3 with everyone. So it's almost like I should open with them.
Right.
Sure. We'll do it.
Let's do it.
Because these guys are super messed up anyways.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with those guardsmen. I'm going to get an army load of dice. And we're going to first rank, second rank fire on you.
Let's do it.
All right? Let me count up some dice. You guys can do a question.
Yeah, let's take it.
Because it's just a casual, almost 40 shots.
All right, thanks. Noble Hey Titans, where did you get the alternate pattern basilisk seen in other videos? Is Basilisk better than the Manticore for a newbie player playing 500 points?
These are Legion Basilisks from 30k. They're actually Space Marine Basilisks.
Yeah.
Because Space Marines can take them in 30k. And I just wanted something weird and different.
They look really cool.
So I did that. I bought them for Forge World.
Yeah, it's a Forge World model. Basilisks are... So they're different roles than Wyverns. I think they're both as easy to play, I'd say. Personally, I like the Wyvern more because it fulfills a different role than you have. So the Wyvern just can put a bucket load of shots out of line of sight, whereas traditionally, you can even see in this list, Brian has battle cannons, other things that are able of putting out these like high value shots at range. So the Basilisk is like only a slight difference from your normal weapons.
I'm gonna say a crazy thing here.
Yeah, let's
500 points, don't take any of them. The board's so tiny, and you need...
In 500 points?
500 points?
Take mortars. You want some indirect.
Yeah, if you're playing...
If you want indirect, sure.
That's true.
I dropped one.
No.
I'm going to roll before I drop all the rest of these.
Yep.
So here's the guardsmen into the aberrants. We're hoping to, like, legit kill, like, 1.5 or 2. You know what I mean?
You're going to wipe, like, half the squad.
Totally possible. This is actually the kind of gun that can do it. Because it's just, like, 1 damage worth nothing.
This is crazy. There's so many shots.
Wow. And I have, actually, 2 more to throw. There we go.
So you can see here, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to burn through his guardsmen as fast as I can because he has so much utility with them.
Oh, there's another.
Just running out, doing stuff like this, you know.
All right, 5.
Let's do it.
1, 2.
Looks fine.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I flipped that one.
Yeah. 5s and 5s.
5s and 5s. Yeah, I'm hoping to get 1.5.
5s. That's odds. 5s again. Shields. Yes.
So I got just 1.
Adrian, you can invoke the power of Night Shields when you're playing.
He can and he will.
I reserve the right.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
It's a 5-up save, you know.
It's against the code of honor.
Let me keep my morale separate.
Who wants me to shoot?
No.
The
yes.
No.
Yes.
The Malcador Infernus.
Not like this.
It's time. His time has come. 3d6.
Okay.
And then he has 2d6 extra heavy flamers.
Nice. This is into aberrants?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
So
very nice.
I can reroll any 1 dice. And this one's not a 5 or 6.
Do it. You should make it into a 2. All right. You know what? That's fine.
It's fine. So what do we got here? 14?
Yeah.
So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14.
Cool.
So 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Normally these would be, like, if you didn't have -1 damage, this is just be lights out.
This is 2 damage flamers.
Yeah.
On 3s.
And it is -2, so it's right up to your Feel No Pains.
Nice. So yeah, go straight through.
And it's 2 damage down to 1.
Aberrants reduce damage by 1. 5 up Feel No Pains. Let's do it.
Okay.
Still good. So this kills a guy. 1, 2, 3.
3.5. But we're not done. Still got 2 heavy flamers.
A lot. That was impressive.
So 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on 3s.
And these are just heavy flamers. So I get 6 ups.
Yeah.
Made 1. And
then
5
5s.
ups. Yep. So this is going to be 1, 2.5.
2 more. So 2 more are dead, but 1 was already wounded, so that's why he's a half still. Okay.
Yep.
So you have half a guy left?
This is a 320 point unit.
So this is the thing. They don't have the durability. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't.
And they're not very strong hammers anymore. I think they need more attacks.
They need
They need more attacks. They need more. The attacks would have been good because he might have actually got the job done, what he was after. But the durability is weird. You know what I mean? Like at the same points cost, we're talking about things like Terminators and Sanguinary Guard.
Yeah.
And they attack and they have durability.
Yeah.
Right.
So they have a 2-up 4+.
Yeah.
With more wounds.
Yeah. No,
like,
it's tough.
It's madness.
It's tough.
Madness.
Okay, so there's only 1.5 left.
Yep.
We're only going to put the heavy flamers from this tank commander.
Yep.
And then the battle cannon might go downfield into your tank.
Might it now?
Let's just do that.
It might.
And let's pay the 2 CP for max shots.
So mean.
Let's start with the flamers.
Do I want to take evasive measures?
And I'm going to re-roll this flamer. Ooh, I got a 12 on you.
Oh,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait, what?
7,
This is which flamer?
9, 10, 11,
The 2 heavy flamers.
12. It's 2. And he actually has 3. He has 3. I'm sorry. Thanks for reminding me. I'll re-roll the 3 to make it a 6.
Well, didn't you already re-roll?
I get 1 per gun.
Oh, that's so dumb.
It's like Catachan.
That's so dumb. All right.
So 16 flamers.
Into here?
No, into here.
Oh, okay. Cool. Sounds good.
They were dead to you already.
They were, yeah. I was like,
there you go.
Cool. All right, 6s and 5s.
And Adrian's still thinking about his evasive measures. You gonna?
It's probably not worth it. 6, because how many CP do I have?
You have 5.
No, it's not worth it. 6s and 5s. Whoops.
He'll live.
Oh,
I
I
believe that.
should have kept it.
All 5s, right?
All right, you got him. Yeah, no
So
problem.
the aberrants are dead.
Yeah. Aberrants. So cool, so bad.
So bad.
Oh, man.
They didn't even do a thing.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they took the point, but that was more my fault than your fault.
I was definitely very reckless with them, but...
You saw an opportunity, you went for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so 12 shots. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Cool deal.
No 1s.
Nice.
3s to wound. No 1s.
Wow. 6 ups. Wow. Give me 1.
Yeah. You asked. You asked. You have to ask.
You shall receive. So D3. And then I have my
rugged construction.
Rugged construction.
How rugged?
Yeah.
3, 6, 9,
shackle.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage.
Sounds good. All right. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 6s. Look, he's dead. All right. And then does he blow up? I don't think it matters.
He does on himself.
Is there anything within?
It's a 6-inch, right?
I think it's a 6, so they might actually be in range. Bloop. Thank you. Yep, they're in range. So here we go. Pacha! Cool.
2 die.
And
Okay.
He's empty, right? There's nothing in him.
Yeah, they got out.
They got it. That's how they got their movement too. It helps their movement.
Indeed.
So you took me off a point. I'm definitely going to want to take you off that point.
Sure.
So we're going to go with my mortars into them.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay.
Told you my mortars are good.
That's dirty.
All right. You want to reroll the 5 into a 6?
No. What would it have been? You have little face. 2, 3, 4.
How does he do this?
Monster.
11, 12,
Oh
13,
man.
14.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man.
I also rolled double 1s to flee, so
Well, you know.
I get amazing rolls no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Hitting on 4. Mortars. There's only 3 left in the squad. You can do it, mortars.
Yeah. Nah. All 2s. Oh man.
Not enough twos.
Not twos. All right, come on. 5s. I'm not gonna invoke, but you know, it's in my heart. Yep.
You needed it out loud, not in your heart. It turns out the dice can't hear your heart.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Let's. We got lots more guns. So we got a tank down there,
Yep.
which we could also shoot at. Who else is back there?
All the characters.
There's a few characters back there.
4 bikes.
So they're all untargetable.
Because of the bikes. The bikes are the thing making them untargetable.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Yep.
Okay.
And the Goliath for like the Magus and stuff.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well,
What
listen.
you thinking? What you thinking?
We're gonna take these guardsmen.
Yep.
And we'll rapid fire into these boys right here.
Cool. Sounds good.
So we'll do the things that have the least options to the things that have the most.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. Good tactic.
8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19.
Let's do it.
4s. Okay. Hitting my guardsmen.
Wow.
Nah, you could never expect more. Like if they do well, it's like good for you guys.
Yeah.
Never expect it.
Exactly.
And 4s again.
Wow.
3 rounds.
Wow. 5s. All right, kill 2.
That's still plenty. That's, you know,
Still
guardsman
plenty.
killed a guy, it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. Really doesn't matter.
It doesn't actually matter, really. You're hoping to get lucky.
All right.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, measuring tape for me?
Yes.
This is 30 inches away, and the plasma executioner is either 24 or 36, right?
It is definitely one of those two.
It is
Pretty sure
36.
it's 36.
Yeah.
I think it is, yeah.
All right. Let's. What else do I have left to shoot? The Wyvern and these 2 tanks. So we're going to start by taking this tank. We're going to put its heavy flamers into the squad right in front. And then we're going to put. Yeah, we'll put the heavy flamers, and then we'll put the battle cannon downfield into the tank. Okay.
Cool. Sounds good.
Here's the 3 heavy flamers, and I'll reroll the 1. And then that's fine. Should I reroll anything under a 3? I feel like I should reroll. Don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. For sure.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's 15.
Yep.
So 3, 6, 9.
Oh, it's kind of dice.
12.
If anyone wants to purchase this lovely Genestealer Cult
The
shirt,
3 thumbs up.
3 thumbs up. This is still my favorite one that Bridger came up with. He's like, the thumbs up needs to be a Genestealer. With like 3 thumbs up. I was like, oh my god, it's amazing.
It was.
Anyways, that's in our store. The link is right below.
It took me like 10 tries to explain it to the artist.
Yeah. That's true. You're like, okay, so these guys, they have 3 arms, and okay, so this guy, he's the emperor. Which, all right, so in 40,000 years.
3's to win.
So this is heavy flamers from here into here?
Heavy flames from here.
Oh, here to here,
Yeah.
excuse me. You're not shooting the plasma?
No, I'll save the plasma for a minute.
Gotcha.
I might need to kill your tank or something. So 6 is to save.
Heavy flamer.
So 1 save.
Yep. So 3, 6, 7. 7s, 2, 4, 6, 7, down to 1.
All right.
Make
my charge a lot longer. That's one of the things I was afraid of.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I wipe a squad, I could be in big trouble. But you know, I live dangerously.
I think you're going to be just fine. Call it a hunch.
All right, battle cannon.
Yep.
86 shots.
This is going to the back boy?
Yeah, I'm rerolling the 3 because remember that's the rule.
Yeah.
All right, it's 9, 1, 2,
Classic.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Classic.
7, 8, 9. On 3s, rerolling the 1s.
Poor Genestealers. Guard makes them look kind of shabby. Guard's not in a great place.
I know, right? Yeah. No, I mean, I knew coming into this today. So this is -2, so 6s. All right, so 3 go through, 3d3. Whoops. Nice.
2, 4, 6.
6, 4, 5, 6, and 6 up ramp shack. Oh,
Ooh,
dang.
3
Rugged
wounds.
construction. So down to, I always forget, are they 10 or 12 wounds? Or 11? 15 wounds.
What's the question?
Do I hear an 18?
How many wounds on Goliath?
I had my coffee
12?
today.
I'm gonna guess 10.
All right, what do we think?
12.
12?
Gotta
10?
be 10.
It's going to go to Bridger. 10 wounds.
Okay.
So down to 7.
Okay, so now I'm going to do the plasma. I'm overcharging.
I remember all the rules.
So
are bad.
they're both under
right.
3, so I'm going to reroll them both.
Yeah, double 6s. No, 5 and 6. Oh!
Was that for the same gun?
It's plasma. Oh, you're right.
Because you only reroll 1 die per gun.
Okay, so I'll reroll the 1 and 2 at 2.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay,
Cool.
so that's 5. So rerolling the 1s.
Thanks, Bridger.
Okay.
You made it better.
First one? Yeah, you did.
Just, just following the rules.
Yeah, that's right. So these go
straight through.
Straight through.
2 damage each.
You are overcharged. And rugged construction. Oh, he lives with 1 wound. No, actually 2 wounds, sorry. He had 7. 7. Let's get some 7s in chat for
7
me.
indeed.
Okay. Well, let's charge. We've got a couple chances to charge you.
Yeah,
so we'll go with these guardsmen first. They are within an 8, so it's a 7.
Should I overwatch with my flamer?
Yes.
Go ahead.
7?
Ah, no!
All right.
I was really hoping you just fail all your charges, and then I would just win
That's
the
what
game.
that's what you just wish on all your opponents.
Yeah.
May you fail all your
That's
charges.
right. I hate it. Well, I don't hate it. It's a pet peeve when someone says good luck. Your opponent says good luck. I'm like, I don't really wish someone good luck. I wish them to have a good game, but I'm not like, it's so disingenuous, you know?
No, I think
like,
many of them
luck.
do. Some people do wish.
Even if it's just for fun,
That's
I'm
a
like,
good point. When I say good luck, like
yeah.
I say good luck, man, a lot, but I usually just mean like kind regards, like yo.
That's what they're trying to say.
We're friendly,
but that's not what their words actually mean. You know? Like I don't know, it's just kind of a weird thing. Like I'm not wishing for you to have bad time, but I'm certainly not hoping that you roll well against me. You know, personally.
He's not in auto pass range for morale, right?
No, he's not.
Okay. So.
Are you scared?
Yeah. So I'm gonna fight you with like 1 dude.
Okay.
Because that's all I managed to get into combat with you.
Sure.
Because I'm building a wall. You know what I mean?
Building a great wall.
I miss.
Cool
so now
deal.
you get to fight back. How many guardsmen can you kill?
Oh, kill them all.
Oh wow, I'm gonna kill them all. I got 3 attacks. Knight from beyond. Throw some dice at Brian. Okay.
No icon word. Should have kept the icon word.
I am hitting on 2s, but I should have. I know. And then on a nothing. Cool. Cultist knife. Watch this. Ha-cha!
Another 1, please.
Yeah. So
-1?
No. Minus.
No run. Okay, you did kill 1.
Yeah, baby.
You're Batman.
Yeah, I am Batman.
I am Batman. I don't know who I want to kill. Whatever. It could be you. Could it be you? No, it's gonna be you. Yeah, it's you. Okay. So auto pass or not? Your choice.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
So roll a 1.
Well,
roll a 1. He could pass.
So
what does it get you for him?
No, let me check real quick.
He could bring D6 back.
Yeah. So one other thing I'm checking, I guarantee it's not written like this because it's not a current codex, but Necrons get to return models before you score. So like how many guys do you have next to the objective within range? It's probably enough that it's not quite worth it, you know, to take the risk. But I'm curious.
What do you mean before I score?
So it started my turn. I'm holding just 1, and if I can return D6 and then take the point for another 5 points.
You hold points at the end of your command phase, and he can bring them back somewhere before that.
Correct. Cold reinforcements.
So I have 6.
No, so it's start of movement phase.
Okay.
Again,
so it's not,
it's
an old start of turn.
So GW.
It's going to be in the command
for
phase.
the next one.
Yeah.
So in which case, it's not.
The truth is, I had 6 anyways, so you'd have to roll pretty well.
Yeah, I would have to roll.
No,
6.
you can roll a 1 and he'll survive.
Oh.
You're giving up on him.
No. Never give up on him.
You can do it.
With a 3-armed emperor. What's
okay. He goes down.
Yep. All right.
So I do get my 6 points. This is what happens with the center. You always trade the center.
Yeah, exactly. Tis known.
It's really, known. Yeah, tis known. This is the way.
This is the way. Yeah.
All right, let's score it up. Cool. Done.
All right, let's do this. Bottom of 2, GSC.
You get your 5 points.
5
just
points.
As you've done to me, I have done to you.
I know, right? This is the eternal battle. All right, cool. So I'm going to do some movement. I get a command point.
One of the reasons, actually, I was excited to get that vehicle back there is because you would have popped that onto the objective next turn. Yeah. And it would have been kind of a pain for me. Like, I don't want to have to go back around there.
Yeah.
And that objective would have been yours. Now you have nothing over there. Yeah. So you have to, like, deep strike onto it or something.
Yeah, no, I fell for the good old heavy mining laser trap.
Of, like, thinking you'd rather shoot when really it's better just as a body.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because you could have even been obscured if you moved a bit more this way.
I was, remember? And I was like, actually, I don't want to do that. I want to be here. So, anyways. I'm going to do some movement. You want to take some questions?
I would love to. Thanks, Navarre. Happy New Year's, Titans.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
With Sangard, is it worth running 1 or 2 boys with power fists? Currently running 1 unit of 10 with swords and 1 unit of 5 with axes. I'll tell you what, power swords solve every problem all the time.
You don't even need the axe. The power sword is the only weapon worth taking. The only reason to have axes or power fists is because there's not enough swords in the kit. So, like, legit, I have a bunch of axes and power fists because I ran out of swords. And you could easily get other swords, but they're bigger than normal.
And Carmine swords are different.
And Carmine swords do look a lot bigger than normal power swords. There's some 30k weapons that look similar, but and anyway, you'd have to get some bits to do all sorts. The Power Fists, in my opinion, are not worth it because they're all 2 damage. They're all 3 AP. And the +1 to wound, you're going from wounding on 3s to 2s on some vehicles, but you have a -1 to hit. Right. So that more than washes out, and you actually pay more for the Power Fist. Yeah. So it's crazy to ever take it.
Carbide swords are nuts.
Yeah. Listen, take it only because you like the style of it or something, but not because it's actually better, because it's not better. Yeah.
Well said.
All right. Thanks, Adam. Happy New Year, Titans.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Quick question recommendation. No, quick suggestion recommendation. I have the standard bread and butter troops and sanguinary guard for Blood Angels. Should I pick up a repulsor to take the boys to Starbucks?
I have a repulsor, and I tried it one time, and it died first turn before I even moved with it. So let that be an example to you. No, honestly, I think the army delivers itself fairly well without transports. That's one of its special superpowers.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to have the transport. There are things like Blade Guard are pretty cool to transport, and it forces your opponent. But I think you can do that with impulsors better than with repulsors, personally.
You know how I feel about Blade Guard with Blood Angels now? They were cool, but now we have enough jump pack units that we don't need them. I think we've evolved.
You don't need them, but you could take them.
You could take them.
Yeah.
But
they're real good.
They don't have jump packs.
It's just we have too many good options, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So you take the ones with jump packs.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
That's a tough life.
But I like my Blade Guard. I want to paint up more Blade Guard, specifically for a Black Templar army. But I don't want to paint more Blade Guard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
They're a lot to paint, huh?
But I think 2 units of 6 in Black Templars would be...
Oh, yeah. That's an army where they belong.
So cool. You would do like a unit of Terminators, 2 units of them, and then you would do all your troops as Assault Intercessors. The problem is the army I'm describing, it's like, might as well be a White Scar army as well. It's like, you know, cool, and you would like splash in some Outriders and a couple of Eradicators.
Right.
It's like every army is the same now, just everyone brings their own flavor.
Yeah, it's true.
But that white and black will look real sharp with the cross and the red, and it's good.
All the bones.
It's one of the only white and black armies I actually like to look at.
I know,
which is surprising, because you hate.
Well, they have like the white tabards, and so it's like they just have at least some piece of personality that goes beyond, so yeah. You keep striking some bikes?
Keep striking some bikes.
All right. Got a unit of Jackals there?
Jacqueline.
All right, thanks, Bobson.
Whoa,
Bobson!
Good afternoon. 1 CP for Bridger. What ways would you get the most out of Raven Guard's Master of Ambush Warlord trait? Well, I would get in a time machine, and I would go back to the days of Centurions. No, the answer is aggressors. You pick up Flamestorm aggressors, you plop them down, and you're like, hey, board's mine now.
Yeah, that's so mean.
Getting aggressors in the middle of the board turn 1. Real good.
Gonna do some scrambling over here.
Coming in with a 5-man squad in the corner for some scrambles?
You got it. Scrambling for my life.
So that's the No Man's Land scrambling.
Precisely.
It's got the Abominant here, ready to come up. Try to not die in Overwatch.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks. Kieran, hey guys, would you rather have a Tau Codex soon, but have it susceptible to creep, or later and stronger, as it's currently unusable as firewood?
Now!
I think anything would be better than nothing.
Now! I don't care about creep. Can you imagine, could any creep be worse than what we have now? Like, no. The Tau army, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that they allowed it to be as broken as it is. It's crazy. And I assure you, we told them. We told them it was broken.
That was so sinister.
Like, no, I wrote like a long essay outlining every specific thing.
We arrived outside their windows in cloaks.
I was like recently asked to write a blog post for the community site. Like, hey, write about, you know, you see they're like previewing new competitive articles.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, could you write about Tau? And I'm like, I don't have an idea on how Tau plays competitive 40K. I'm like, I'll get back to you guys. Like, let me think about it.
That's shade. I love it.
Honestly, most of the armies you can try and make a run at it. I don't know how I would make a run at it with Tau. You would need just such good matchups, and by such good matchups, you would have to have matchups where you just never played a Space Marine once. It's like 40% of the competitive field at least.
Sometimes.
Listen, it does.
You're like, look at this list. I'm like, but they didn't.
Tau used to win specifically when they played Space Marines most of the time.
That's right.
That was like my path to victory was like, how many Space Marines can I pair with? Okay, those are guaranteed victories for me.
Yeah.
But now there's just no victory to be had.
You want to burn me 2 CP, Bridger?
I'd love to.
I'm going to lurk in the shadows and actually have these guys pop out so I can take the point and scramble, and not have to do anything. So it costs me CP, but gets me a lot of points.
I like it.
Thank
Good.
you. Thank you.
Is that it? You done moving?
No, I'm gonna bring down my big blob.
So
too.
yeah, I couldn't actually get more on the point because your aberrants were there at the time.
Yeah, so they did something for their 320 points.
They did something.
Did I tell you the 320 points?
You know what you should have taken instead?
Yeah.
Deathwing Terminators.
Deathwing 32 points for the cheapest possible one. And if you take like the stop signs, they go up to like 50 points.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
But they have stop signs, so that's
They do have stop signs.
That's true. That's true. You're paying a penalty for all the money it's going to cost to rebuild the roads.
Yeah. I mean, who's going to pay for that?
Exactly. You're paying in points. That's
like,
what's happening.
Missing these guys. There we go.
Thanks,
so yeah, go ahead and take one
Thanks,
more.
McGee. Hey man, don't knock Battlescribe for issues. It could be worse.
Could be the
GW
app.
app.
Could be the GW. Yeah, the GW app has some ways to go. If there's anyone who works on Battlescribe watching, they know how hard of a problem this actually is.
Oh yeah.
And the game's always changing, and it's a lot of work. So I don't want to say that it's easy. I will say though, like the GW app, I would have hoped that it was at a slightly higher standard before they put it into beta, because betas typically you're supposed to learn about the problems that it has, but if the problems are readily apparent,
you don't need beta testers for that.
Yeah, you need to take it just a step beyond.
Like family members could pick it up and be like,
yeah,
why do none of the buttons do what they should?
Sure. Yeah, I think they should have taken it a little further. Knowing that there was a competitive product in the market that already had solved a lot of these problems, it was like you're trying to get people to make the jump and pay. It needed to be up a teeny bit more, and I think they're learning. This is all new for them. And listen, it's all in the right direction. It's what we asked for.
Yeah.
We wanted them to build this app, and I have no doubt that pretty soon it's going to be solid and it's going to be really the backbone. And so I look forward to when it's rock solid. I'll be the first to use it when it's really usable.
Yeah, I would definitely look at it like that. I think that's very wise.
All right, thanks, William. I was listening to the Munchkin episode, and the Hardy Har Hars drove my wife nuts. Now when I listen, she asks if it's the Hardy Har Har show.
It is the Hardy Har Har show.
We should have that stratagem in this game. We talked about it.
Yeah, we did actually. It's maddening.
It was, listen, think how, if it was frustrating for her, think how difficult it was for me.
It's horrible.
All of them had ganged up in advance and decided that whoever pulled that card, they would use it on me in advance. And it was destined to happen. I'm just lucky it only happened once.
I know, that's true.
We should have
But I'm unlucky you pulled it, you top decked it like right
at the very beginning. I was convinced I was going to get it. Because when we play tested it, I had it, and I was like, what is this card? And I thought there was going to be like more types of cards like that. No, it's the only one. So I was like, oh my gosh, I know I'm going to get this when we do this on stream.
Vicious.
We should have printed more versions of that card. Because we could like print it on cardstock, cut it out, like laminate
just glued it down.
Shut up.
And you got a picture of my face on it?
I would like it if it was actually obvious, because it'd be really threatening. You like see the card coming, you're like, oh god.
Who's going to draw it?
So
are you going to come in D6 closer?
I'm going to spend 3 more command points, taking me down to 1. I'm going to move a whole 1 inch.
Down to 0?
No, to 1.
Down 1.
Because you gain 1 for
Oh, you gain 1 at the start of the turn.
Yeah, that's how this game works.
That's right. All right,
D6.
get a 1?
Yeah, classic. Classic. All right, so this is going to be...
It's still only a 7-inch. It's a 7-inch charge, right?
Yeah.
Did you get +1 to charge?
Yep.
3 CP to move 1 inch is real sad.
Pretty good.
That's about what this army's power level is, though.
Yeah. So this is another...
And it's not re-rollable anymore. It used to be.
That's what I was about to say. This is another 9th edition problem where it sucked before, but at least
I willed it into existence.
It was 4 CP. Yeah, I think
That's so bad.
Bridges. It's all good.
As long as he makes the charge, it's all good.
It's all good, man.
So don't cry yet. Cry if he fails the charge.
It's all good.
He has a CP left for re-rolling the charge. See?
Yeah. Wait, where does this squad end?
Here.
Oh, fiddlesticks. You mind if I adjust just slightly? Because I want to shoot the other unit.
Do your thing, dude.
Actually, it's pretty good.
All right. Well, thanks, Marker. What do you think will be non-core units in AdMech when the Codex arrives?
Not core. Good question.
Great question.
I don't know.
The weird fast attack and elites?
Like what? Because elites and fast attack
like
are...
Taraxi?
No, the Taraxi... you don't think the Taraxi will be core? They'll be core.
My understanding
of
the way they're approaching core is it's literally in lore what would be core to the army. And AdMech core would be like Skitarii, Dune Crawlers.
No, they won't take it that far.
That's it?
They won't take it that far. Because they can't always let lore dictate the rules. Because just
look at the Necron Codex, dog.
No, they did let it do that, but it was only on a couple units. Like it's Flayed Ones and Praetorians really are the 2 that suffered. Those are really the only 2 that suffered, in my opinion.
Yeah.
No Destroyers core.
No, and that's okay. I think that's okay.
Is it though?
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
I go both ways. I could see either way.
There's some crazy things you can do with core and destroyers.
We've been hurt before. So.
We've been hurt before, yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I think, there's a chance that maybe things like the Iron Striders are not core. As the Castellan robots are like 50-50 for me. They could go either way.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I can see them going either way.
Sorry, I need to do.
But from a lore perspective, I can see going either way from a lore perspective.
Right, cool.
Yeah, I think the priests. That's a tricky one.
They should not.
I hope they get core.
No, I hope they don't get core.
The priests should get core.
They should not get core.
Those priests.
You are wrong. Bro.
I don't know. I have no thoughts.
What do you think the likelihood is that they lose their 2-up invuln?
Very
100%.
likely.
Like 100%.
Like 100%.
Yeah, I think they can't even get to a 3-up anymore.
Good. They shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
It's absurd.
It
You know what you
feels
need
bad
though?
playing
You need a
this.
Nightbringer.
Nightbringer.
Cut through the 2-up and the 5-up, feel no
You
pain,
know.
and just like, your squad is dead.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. It'd be like butter.
It would be so good.
Shall we?
We shall.
Let's do some psychic.
Good luck.
Yeah.
What do you got for me now?
Might from Beyond, I guess.
Yeah, if they make the charge, that'll be good.
I know, right? Oh, let me check my things. So, because I already burned my familiar, my once per game double cast from the Magus on the first turn. So I actually need to be careful now. So let's see. Yeah, this is Mass Hypnosis and the +1 to wound. Watch out. And then the Magus has the 2 spells I actually want, which is Psychic Stimulus, Might from Beyond. Psychic Stimulus is not as big of a thing.
You don't need that one.
So Might from Beyond right here, +1 cast. Looking for 5. Wow, that's good.
Same thing you rolled last time.
Very excellent. We're gonna leave it as is because
it's not that big a deal. Whatever. If they touch some guardsmen, the guardsmen are dead. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's not actually a big deal.
Nah. And this is gonna be Mass Hypnosis onto the Bullgrin. Let's do this. Also +1 to cast. Ooh, nice.
And he just wants to fight last year. So I'm gonna roll a 13. No.
Oh, it's like, how did you do it?
He did it somehow.
Amazing. All right, that's it for Psychic. Let's do some shooting. I've got a bunch of hand flamers here, so I want to charge this unit.
So he wants to flame the back.
Realistically, so if I rolled high enough on my ambush,
you would have been able to.
I go forwards, I flame them, and then I charge the Bullgrin.
Yeah.
But as it is, we're not going to be doing that.
Exactly. So he's only going to get some in range of this back squad.
Yeah, and then so what I was doing is I had
and there's
some of these
who don't have. Oh, okay.
So there's this. It's
so sharp.
This cone, this little area won't be able to shoot. Everyone past here will be able to see. Some will be out of range here, and these guys are all touching the terrain.
5, 6.
It really hurts.
So there's these 2 touching the terrain?
Oops.
Or 3 there?
Jeez, you guys.
So it's there's guys here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the guy in the corner, so 5. And then
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more. 11 total?
Yeah. Yep, looks good. So this is going to be 11 d6 flamer shots.
Let's see how they can do it.
It's a made-up number, 11d6.
11d6. 11d6. 11d7.
I'm going to spend 1 CP on take cover.
Nice.
You wouldn't dare, Brian.
Number of shots.
FCP to burn.
Yeah, man. All right, let's do this quickly. 5, 9.
Just go by 10s. 5.
What?
10. 20.
Yeah, let's let you finish up.
30. 36, 38.
38, cool. This was 11. Math is hard. I can't read and I can't do math. So
between us, we're one full person.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna gather dice. We can take a question.
I would love to take a question. Thanks, Badger Mead. Hey, Titans. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I see the sword on the meme stealer side of the terrain next to the pillar.
You did.
Well done. Well done.
What would be your thoughts on Tempestus Scions on bikes? That would be rad.
That would be rad.
That'd be awesome.
Scions on bikes? So
Never
cool.
thought of that.
I really, I'm really itching to get a Scion army. If any of you get a lead on a really well-painted Scion collection, hit me up in Discord. I'm definitely interested in picking one up. I don't have time to paint it right now, and I could commission it, but I want it now. So I'd rather just buy a finished one. I have no patience for commissions.
You don't. Let me tell you. No. I think we should do. So I was saying that there needs to be a mud wrestling match. Scratch that. We're gonna accelerate the schedule. We're gonna break into Tabletop Tactics Studio and we're gonna steal Lawrence's army. I actually really like that.
I love his army.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good stuff. I just want to have like three flyers, maybe like 6
really
Toroks.
Cool.
Yeah. 7 squads, 6 squads.
So cool. So stylish.
All right. So flamers.
Fours.
I can't tell.
There's no way to comprehend this data.
I see a lot of bad and a lot of good.
Which
there you go.
I'm probably changing as many as I'm picking up. So
that means that it averages out.
It's part of the randomization.
All right. So it looks like 50%.
Yeah,
that's 50%.
Yeah.
You got 50%. Look at that. It's 50%.
4 ups.
4 ups. Oh, not good.
No, it wasn't.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9,
10.
10. Oh!
Ding, ding,
did
ding.
We just kept finding them.
10 dead guardsmen. Yeah. That's what I'm
Perfect
doing this game.
efficiency.
Perfect.
I think
Perfect
it goes
balance.
unappreciated too
You
much.
you
in
didn't
9th edition.
yeah, you didn't even need those other flamers. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it. You got it.
forget
That
those
would have just
guys.
been a waste of dice for you to roll. It actually would have been like extra
It
time.
didn't work and like more
Yeah.
stuff on the floor. The bridge has to
They
clean
knew
up.
they didn't want to waste their fuel.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
a hand flamer can't have much fuel.
I don't know how they just shoot this thing like.
I think
20
they just have an
feet.
extra one. And
Yeah?
Put it in, you know? It's just a fire canister.
Yeah.
They all need to have one of these fire
Little cart?
things. Yeah, little cart.
You know,
yeah.
I will say, Genestealers are nothing if not meticulous planners.
Yeah.
So they
that's
definitely
true.
have like fanny packs of like flame bottles in there.
They have like a Gatorade little
But-
wagon.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it
If you
going
roll a
on.
1 to save, they
Yeah.
just explode.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so much
Like,
fire on
I'd
them.
be so down for this. All right, so that is honestly all of my shooting. Charging.
He's got a 7-inch charge.
I do have a 7-inch charge.
Oh my god.
Hoo-dah!
You could do it. He does it.
7.
It's only because of his additional +1.
Yeah, that's the concept right there.
So listen, he had to use
No,
that strat.
don't.
He needed the
He could've
strat.
just CP rerolled.
I bet you would have failed it if he CP.
No, he would have made an 8.
Let's see it,
on
let's see it.
reroll. Ooh.
Classic.
So listen, if he didn't spend the CP was well spent.
Well, let's not go that far.
He's just gonna kill guardsmen though.
And take the point.
I mean, this is worth 6 points. But,
It's worth 6 points.
you know.
It's just it didn't move the game forward. For him, it just kept the stasis. Like the game is
I
in the
think
stasis, but he's losing units and I'm not.
he's in a position where he needs big plays.
He needs to swing for a unit. Yeah.
Well, that's why I had to bring
What do
him
you
down,
have
period.
in reserve?
Like some small stuff.
Yeah, small. So this is his last. This and the patriarch are his last hammers.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
now
don't count the abominant out.
I'm counting them out.
He's
3
charging
attacks.
in.
So I'll spend 1 to Overwatch.
Okay, sounds good. You assume I'm charging that, but I am.
Here's the top flamer. Reroll the 1.
Do a 6. Oh, fine.
9, 1, 2,
You're
3, 4,
falling behind.
5, 6,
Adrian, you didn't shoot your mortars.
7, 8. 9.
We'll get to that in a second. I'm shooting them. I don't care what you say.
T5.
Yeah. He
So-
actually has no T6.
All right, so force to him.
Feels bad, man. Nice.
Nice one.
-1. So he has a 4 up, so a 5 up. Okay. Okay.
Two,
Two
it's 1 damage. 1 damage.
Down to 1. 5 ups.
1 damage
Oh
down to 1.
my God.
So he has 2 wounds. So here's the heavy flamer. 6, 2,
Oh no.
4.
I'm gonna
Not like
if you
this.
kill him, I'll
Not like
quit.
this.
I'll quit.
There's 2 wounds.
This
Oh,
is
no.
unreasonably
So
bad
guys-
rolling.
So
So this is
5s.
Fives.
So he's alive.
maybe. Yeah, he's alive.
So he's
That's
1
one
wound
wound
left,
in this guy.
and I'm gonna kill him in combat.
Oh, if I make the charge. Wow. Wow. What is this game?
Yes.
All right, mortars. Thank you, chat.
Who are we shooting?
I feel I have to shoot your mortars. It's like not even allowed.
I don't think you have range. It's only 48
You
inches.
definitely don't have range.
Oh, right. We talked about this.
Yeah.
Fine.
Those guardsmen are good. These guardsmen are good.
None of them are good. They're all bad.
They're all pretty bad. Yeah.
They're all bad. We're gonna go with those ones.
Okay.
3d6. Wacha! Oh, watch out. So this is 8 shots,
Mine shot 15 times.
8 kills.
That was 9.
Must be nice.
4, 3, 2 is 9.
2, 4, 6. There was a 4.
Yeah,
There's a.
4, 3,
I can roll 4s.
Oh my gosh, it's terrible.
Threes.
That's average. 4 of 9.
3s. Yeah. 3 shots.
3 kills.
You're not covered?
No, these guys are on the ground.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
So
Yes. All right. Back to the charging. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna charge the Goliath in now. Oh no. Maybe I'm not, because you could pile onto the point then.
yeah, I could.
2, 4, 6, 7. No, I'm not. I don't trust myself. I do not. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
All right,
Let's fight.
You want to roll this combat?
Oh no, they're dead.
Oh. Okay, let me do some pylons. Then we'll pick them up, and we'll do some consolidations.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, thanks, Robert. I have a 0% win rate against Death Guard or against Guard as Death Guard. Any advice against Cadians and Catachans that are built against Chaos 24/7?
Oh, that's messed up. They shouldn't be tailoring. Like if they take the banner of Cadia because they know
The
they're going to
relic
play.
The Relic of Lost
Cadia?
Cadia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of BS in my opinion.
That's
Yeah,
kinda poopy.
tailoring is a thing that you should both plan to do. Like we're gonna play this thematic game where we're taking these things against each other, but you should always work to ensure it's a balanced game. So you've done your pylon,
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do the Abominant while Brian's picking those up.
and I think that sometimes tailoring can be crazy, right? For instance, like things like Space Marines have the preferred enemy trait, where the whole army just rerolls against like Eldar.
Which does nothing or is just mean.
Yeah. And there's things like that you can do where tailoring can be taken too far. I remember Tau, I used to play in these leagues where we know what the opponent's army is.
Yeah.
And because I had such a large Tau collection, the whole point of the league was tailoring. Yeah. But it's a pay to win because it's like this person only has this collection. They can't alter it. Like they have this 2,000 points of Blood Angels. It's like I have 15,000 points of Tau, and it's like I'll just trick into the Tau Sept Overwatch against your Blood Angel.
Well, it's pay to win or it's friends to win too, right? I actually really like playing those leagues.
I loved it.
Everyone's like borrowing and trading and like doing. It's all about like the politics around the actual game, and you get to the game, you're like, oh yes.
You show up with like a rock paper scissors though. Yeah. No way. You know what I mean? Like I remember one of them was 1,000 Suns, and I just brought 3 Calexis. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's mean.
And it was just like 3 Calexis, and I was Custodes. Because if I was normally just Custodes, I would have just straight lost. But it's like 3 Calexis up front.
And that's the situation where, you know, the game is built around that, and then that's fine. Everyone's agreeing and consenting to that, right? When it's with your friends, I'd be very, very wary. But anyways, all this is kind of a way of just bashing on the other person for tailoring against you. But ways of actually dealing with it are...
Labor Scholars.
What?
Labor Scholars are great
against Guard.
They're so tough.
The entropy cannons are.
Yeah.
They actually are. Yeah, the entropy cannons are good. Conversely, you know, you play into the fact that you are going to get Death to the False Emperor against them, and so things like flails become really, really, really good against.
Go to Candyland. Take them to Candyland.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Terminators are really nasty because they just don't have much AP.
Yeah.
So you can just like get stuck in and be like, what are you going to do? Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. I have 3 dice. This means 3 attacks for the Abominant. Let's do this.
I'm ready.
Hitting on 4s. Yeah.
This is why I was clowning on him so much.
So
He
bad.
sucks.
And then strength, 12, 13.
Ooh, 1 short.
On 3s.
Yeah. See, minus a bunch?
Minus 3.
Oh, so I still have a 6. You thought I was going to do it.
I know. It's a D6.
D6.
Min 3.
Ooh.
So
So 3. When you say min 3, it's always 3.
It's 3. You know.
Yeah. So I'm down to 7.
All right. And then he has
He has a claw.
the Familiar Claws. Little baby. He has like a little anti-psycho one.
Oh, we can hit with these.
Yeah. Is it
2 wounds?
Oh, there's strength
Are they
4,
rending?
so I need 5s. Oh, okay, nice. No.
Any AP?
1. I mean, no.
No, so then nothing.
All right. And then he does also have a rending claw himself. And
Good talk.
Cool. So
He did 3 damage.
He technically has like 6 attacks. I mean, come on, guys.
He took all those wounds to just like smack a tank.
Oh, wait.
I did more to him than he did
has
to me.
one more.
He does.
It's +1 strength attack and toughness. No, toughness, wounds, attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one more
for
with
the elixir of the prime specimen.
One more with the stop sign.
Yeah, stop sign. He hits.
Oh, it hits.
Oh, 3. Yeah, 6 up. Don't do it, Brian. Don't do it. Yeah. Another 3 damage.
Oh, 4.
Wow. So
Ooh,
7.
I'm down to 3.
Wow. Okay. That's
7.
Okay.
7.
I have D3 attacks back at you. 1 attack. That's
do
all
it.
I need to kill you.
Don't do it. Oh,
Hits.
oh no. Not
3 to
like this.
win.
Ah,
Man, I should command point it.
You should.
How many CP do I have?
4.
I'm doing it.
Ah!
Who's worth it go?
It was 100% worth it. So then we're kind of doing this out of order because we're trying to keep it moving, but I have my
He
consolidate.
has another 3-inch consolidate.
Yeah, so
He just wants to own the point definitively.
I'm
not
just
let me tag it.
pushing. Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, go for it.
you can take one. Take it. No, you got it.
Questions are good.
You got it.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Fulgrim.
What up?
Help Titans. I'm concerned with how this new lockdown is affecting my master. Is it normal? Oh, sorry. This is Fulgrim's slightly worried butler.
Yeah.
It's a new name from last week. I'm concerned how this new lockdown is affecting my master. Is it normal to be asked to put lipstick on the sacrificial goat?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. When you're working with the Emperor's Children, everything is normal.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't don't even think twice about it.
It would be abnormal if they didn't ask you. You should be real scared.
Yeah.
If that goat has no makeup at all, that's when you run.
You know what they say? You can't put lipstick on a pig, but you can on a
You
goat.
can't on a goat. That's right. You can do other things to pigs if you're Emperor's Children, though.
Nope.
On that note,
Nope.
that's my turn.
You got your 6 points.
Yeah, I got 6 points.
And you're getting closer to Scramblers. You just got to get someone back here.
Yeah, which it'll happen.
I could put everyone 6 inches away from each other, and then you can't drop in.
You should.
Yeah, I probably should, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's play some Warhammer. Let's take it into my turn.
Well, we got to score. Hold on. I got distracted. We're scoring
Okay.
Adrian's turn.
Yeah, Adrian got his
It
6
actually
points.
will tie up the game, technically.
Totally. We've been tit for tat. It's
Yeah.
just you've been losing more than I have.
So positionally, I am losing, but points-wise, it's neck and neck, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's take it to guard turn 3.
Brian, don't go anywhere.
I'm on 1 objective.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is 9th edition. You have you have to have the ability to keep trading objectives.
Yep.
With your opponent.
Exactly.
All right, thanks, Jarl. I have 9 Custodians, jet bikes, and 2 bike commanders.
Oh, nice.
And it was super unfun to play against. What's a good way to make Golden Boys more friendly?
Don't take all or nothing lists. Because it's unfun for you and them, no matter what happens.
Well,
either you one-shot them, and then it's no fun for them, or they one-shot you and it's no fun for you. So I'm just going to roll to see my jury rig repairs to see if that tank. Let's roll a 6 and get D3 back. I rolled a 5, so it's just just the 1.
Brian, when you get a chance, something weird happened with the camera. It thinks that it's straight, but it's definitely not.
It has lost the horizon.
Yeah.
Lost its will.
Yeah. So if you have those 9 bikes, don't run them as bigger squads. Make them smaller squads. It's actually not always a bad idea, right? Because you have the utility, and then for your opponent, it's something that they can actually try to kill. This also makes a lot of your strats less powerful, right? And again, this is the idea of like you can use those CP on other abilities, other things, and it means your opponent can actually do things to kill those. So because yeah, Custodies, when you're allowed to like make these big units and buff them up like Alaris or Bikes or the Telemon, that's when it gets really oppressive and it feels bad for your opponent because they literally can do nothing against them. So
that's right.
That's what I would do personally.
I was too lost in the hilarity of that situation.
Bridger was losing his mind with the camera.
I know what the question was. I don't know what your answer was, so I'll just let it go.
It was a great answer.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Thanks, Azar. Hey, Titans. Happy New Year from France.
Yeah, well,
Happy New Year.
Just a quiet question. What are your thoughts on Forgeable Derodeo or Leviathan in CSM armies?
I'm actually probably going to be fielding a Black Legion Leviathan very soon, just for something different. I'm very sad that Butcher Cannons are gone, and basically just Butcher Cannons are gone. The special invuln is gone. Having said that, though, I think they're interesting. I'm going to be running mine with Abaddon, of course, for the full rerolls, and I think it's an interesting option. The Derodeo, I love the model. I think it's a little too pricey for what it does, especially given things like the new Leviathan actually kind of fulfilling a similar role for similar points value. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I actually debated painting my Derodeo Black Legion just for something different. Like I have so many things for my fists. I don't have as many things for my Black Legion. But then today I said, you know what, let's just do Leviathan. But I like it. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Overlord. Hey, Titans. Greetings from Switzerland. Hope
Hello.
the Death Guard Noxious Blightbringer will be competitive in the Death Guard Codex.
I love that guy. I used to put him in all of my lists in 8th edition. That extra movement. Right? I'm thinking about the Bell guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
We get the names of all of those characters wrong.
Yeah.
So whatever we think it is, probably
I have
not.
fight last on my Pilgrims.
You do. And -1 to hit.
And -1 to hit.
Yeah. It's massive. No
And that's only shooting or it's shooting in combat?
everything.
Whoa, it's really good.
It's one of the best
So
spells
there's
in the game.
5 abilities?
It's 3.
So
Fight
-1 to
last.
shoot.
-1 to hit.
-1 to hit in combat and shooting. Okay, yeah. And then
He's
No
got
Overwatch.
too.
no Overwatch.
Yeah.
Let's start over.
And then
'cause
fight
we-
last.
Too
Yeah.
much at once.
-1 to hit.
Wow.
No Overwatch.
Yep.
Fight last.
Yep.
Okay.
Really
That's
good.
the 3 things.
Very nice.
Thanks, Darius. Hey, Titans. I really love the show, and it helps scratch my itch for 40K while I can't play. Currently painting up 20 Plague Marines for the new codex.
Yes. Happy to help. I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing the same. My good friend Shane got me the Space Marine Heroes Death Guard set.
Oh, those are such good models.
They're really, really cool. I had the Sorcerer,
Ooh.
but I didn't have any of the other ones, so this is perfect. So I'm going to be painting up some of those soon in anticipation of the book.
All right, thanks, Kiddo Crew. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Kiddo Crew. Best 40K channel, period.
Oh.
Do you think CSM Legions will get any supplementary books besides Dark Angels for maybe Night Lords and such?
Good question. I would love to see them do that. I don't have any sense of if they will or not, though. Obviously, it'd be great if they got basically the Space Marine treatment. My
CSM
thought,
needs. They need it.
they need it.
They need it real bad.
I could also just see, like, you know, them it just being a very big codex, right? So all the Psychic Awakening stuff, it's gonna have to get rolled in anyways, right?
It won't do justice. It'll never compare. If they try to cram all that into one book, it will never compare to Space Marines having 8 books. It's just not going to work.
It's true. I could see them, yeah.
It's just quantity of rules. Like somewhere in there, you have to have good combos. because you have a billion options.
Right.
CSM need the books.
Yeah.
James, get on it.
Come on, James.
Thanks, Will. Starting a Demon Engine heavy Black Legion army.
Nice.
Was wondering how you painted yours. Also, thoughts on the Blood Slaughterer from Forge World.
They're really cool. They're not super pricey points wise. Just fun utility things, and they pair really nicely, obviously, with Lord Discordant. I like them better when we had the Vigilance detachment because you could give them extra move from the Warlord trait. As far as how I paint my Black Legion, it's what I use for all of my black actually. I'll just paint them black with whatever black you use. I'll take an airbrush with like a gray, usually a little bit of a bluish gray, and just go kind of on the highlights, the tops. You know, not super heavy, but like decently bright, so that when you're looking at it, it's going to look wrong. It's going to look like it's too bright. But then what you do is you take, again, I use airbrush. You could probably do this part by hand. I wash it all with Draconoff Nightshade. That's the Games Workshop blue.
Yep.
Again with an airbrush, ideally, because it won't get as glossy, and it kind of just tints the whole thing, and so it brings it down to this very dark blue that's almost black. And that's kind of the secret to doing black, is actually just very dark blue, and then just some edge highlights with like a gray or dark blue.
Nice. I've also done black with the Corvus black, which is like a crazy dark gray, and you can just take normal black and then just do some highlights, airbrush highlights with that.
That's the Iron Hands are done with that. It's a nice like army kind of matte black, which looks different in a way that's like hard to explain.
It's not like just a flat. Flat black is very rare in nature. You know what I mean? Like, so nothing should be perfectly.
I want to paint mine in
space.
Space. It is space nature though. I want to paint mine in Vanta Black.
Vanta Black, yeah, exactly. All right, I did my movement.
What? Is space nature?
It's space nature.
I don't know. Let's spend the rest of the show talking about it.
I think so.
So I capped both these objectives.
Yep.
I have the opportunity to still shoot to take you off them more. And you can heroically intervene.
No, because I'm not within 6 of the Magus.
Oh, okay. So only this squad can.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this squad is saying, "Come at me, bro."
Yeah.
I know you have saws, and I'm just curious to see what the saws can do. Like, can the saws do it? That's what I'm thinking. Let's see it.
Let's do this then.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
So let's do some psychic first. We're going to give them their invulnerable save. I move back because I don't want you to deny it.
There you go.
I got it.
Sounds good.
Okay, so not the invulnerable save. it's like an invulnerable save because it's such a good save.
Yeah. I wasn't going to question it.
Thank you.
And cool. The Abominant has his like psychic warning, but you're out of range. It's only like a 12.
Cool.
So you're good.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So now it's time for the shooting phase. We're going to give the orders to reroll ones, and then we'll give them order to reroll ones, I guess.
Amazing.
Let's do it. The guardsmen are just going to pick up some shots. They advanced, so they can't shoot, but they did. And maybe I'll do a strat I haven't done before. How many CP do I have?
You have 4.
I'm going to try. Maybe I'll try the Grenadiers on you.
That's cool.
Have you seen this strat?
Yeah.
They just all get to throw grenades.
Yeah.
1 CP, right?
1 CP, yeah.
All right.
It's probably more than my last guns, so let's go with it. The way I roll.
Yeah.
And I get to reroll for every random shot.
So dumb.
Each guy. Oh, jeez. Because they're all different weapons. Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The way that's written. Oh my god.
4, 5.
Wait,
6,
that's
7.
only on vehicles though, isn't it?
I think actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it might only be on heavy weapons. So I'm not going to do it. But here we go. We ready? So 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, no problem.
So, okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. You got it. Let's do it. Fours. Fours and fours.
Oh, wow.
All right. Real bad.
That's like half.
That's more than half.
Fours again.
Fours again. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you got it. Nailed it. 3 or 4?
It's however many I gave you.
Oh, you gave me 4.
Yeah.
All right, 4 up saves. I'm cover. Oh, come on. Okay, that's fine. All right, so 2 die.
Alrighty.
I feel like first rank, second rank is just always outclassing that strategy.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have orders over there, so wasn't outclassing them there.
Yeah.
So let's put the flamer, the small flamer, and then the big flamer there.
Sounds good.
Okay. So.
And you're in 12 there.
Believe so. Yeah. There we go.
Cool. Looks good.
All right.
I pulled in the wrong way.
I'll reroll that too. It's an 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
11 into Acolytes over there.
Into the Acolytes, yeah.
Cool deal. And this is going to be back to 5-ups. Well, let's see it. They're gone.
Okay.
Erased.
3d6 of my big flamers into your boys, your Acolytes in the middle of the board.
Wow.
It was real bad, so I might spend 1 CP just to re-roll the whole thing.
That's a thing?
Yeah, reroll random.
Standard command point, right?
Oh, yeah, okay.
There we go. So 11. So 3, 6, 9.
You can reroll dice? What?
This is strength 6 at 2s.
You know what? I feel like your Bullgrin are just not confident. Okay, so that's 11 dead.
That's 11 dead.
Okay.
It's a good flamer, right?
Pretty good, Brian. That's pretty good.
The Malcador Infernus is actually it's melting. It's melting, folks.
Yeah, it's good.
And again, if those were Primaris Marines, they all would have been dead too.
Well, they'd have 5-up saves and transhuman.
They would, and they would have feel no pains.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would have killed one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know how it is.
But yeah, other than that, totally.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot my flamers in combat with your 1 wound abominant.
Ah, I'm just thinking about where my 11 are gonna come from.
You do that while I do this.
Okay.
Here's the big gun. Nah, that's not good. So I'll reroll 1 of them. So 1, 2, into a 2. So it's a 4. So you might live.
I might live.
It's 3 wounds. You're not gonna live.
Cool.
Isn't he tough 6?
And this strength 6.
He is T6. Yep.
How'd you do that?
What's this? -2?
This one's -1.
-1. So
Yeah.
I am in cover. So 5-up. Oh, okay. And then this is regular. Yeah.
All right. So now the heavy flamer.
No.
4. 1 wound.
Oh, Adrian.
5.
Oh, he tanks it. I love that.
Baller.
All right. Let's keep that baller going. We're going to take this tank right here, and we're just going to put everything. You have what? 2 wounds left on that Goliath?
That one's.
2 wounds left.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to put my heavy flamers into this squad right in front, and then I'll put the big gun into that tank. Okay.
Cool. Sounds good.
And I'm not going to max shots. Just so here's my 3 heavy flamers. Okay, I'll reroll this one.
Yes.
Oh,
Quite good. Quite good.
16. 3, 6,
Too many.
9, 12, 15, 16. On 3s. This is how you deal with infestations. You burn it with fire.
Yeah, you do. You gotta burn them out.
6s.
6s. Whatcha?
This extra range has been really big on the
Really big
flamers.
this game.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. Think you can kill that one guy?
You have 1 left.
I don't know, Brian.
So here's 2d6 from the battle cannon. I'll re-roll this one.
Yep.
So it's an 8, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling my 1s.
Jeez.
There's 1s to re-roll.
No, geez.
Oh, so many 2s.
Oh.
And then I'm wounding on 3s, re-rolling my 1s. Okay. So there's 3 saves of 6 onto your Goliath.
Okay.
3d3.
Let's do it. So 2 there.
So that was
1 there,
6,
1 there.
7, 8, 9.
6s. Whatcha? Wow, it was really good, but he
good.
still dies. And then does he blow up on a 5-up? Nope.
All right. So we're going to put the heavy flamers from this tank into this one boy, and then your characters are still all screened by the bikes.
Yep. Yeah.
And I can see the 1 bike, so I'll fire the battle cannon at 1 bike, and I'll fire the flamers here.
Sounds good.
3d6 flamers to kill the 1 boy.
Yeah.
I can reroll
nice.
each of them. So it's 10, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think he's in trouble.
Salad.
You're going to have to make a bunch of 6s.
6s. He's out.
Okay.
There he goes.
And then here's the battle cannon. 12.
Oh,
2,
Brian.
4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, man.
Hitting on 4s.
On 4s. Rerolling 1s.
My 1s.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was bad.
Let me get these for you, Brian.
So I hit with 2
Oh!
out of 12.
Wow.
And then wounding on 2s.
Yep. Solid.
6
no,
out?
that's it.
No?
D3? Can you kill bike? No, no way. Okay. Hey, you killed bike. That was weird.
That was super interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So next what we're going to do is go with this plasma into these bikes here.
Yeah, let's do it.
And he does have his hull heavy flamer as well. So we'll do the hull heavy flamer. 4.
Solid.
And they're T4, so it's 3s.
Yep.
There's
All right.
2.
6s. Okay.
So 1 bike, and then the plasma, and I will overcharge.
Yeah, of course.
9,
Nice
2,
shots.
4,
How do you do
6, 8, 9. And I just roll with gusto, you know?
Yeah.
So this is hitting on 4s, rerolling my 1s. And the 1s, if I got 1s, then I would have taken charge. So 2s to kill. Okay,
Yep,
that's a squad.
Looks good.
I have my indirect. So why don't we take the wyvern into those bikes?
Yeah, sounds good.
So 46. Okay.
Solid. 10, 15.
Yeah. So 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5. So hitting here on 5s.
Looks good. Yikes.
So it's 2 hits.
Wow.
No wounds. No wounds. That's a lot of dice. I will not shoot my mortars.
Oh.
Just to, you
bold
know,
move.
just to like make it.
You are so full. You don't even have targets.
I think I could probably hit the bikes.
All right. Sounds good.
That's the end.
Yeah, it's good.
No charge? Oh.
There's an abominant there.
Oh, there is an abominant there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll charge him. Why not?
Cool. Use that movement to get forward and slingshot. Can you kill him?
I fight last.
That's true. So
Okay.
you will get a swing before he does.
I'm going to go into the bullgrin. It's probably a bad idea.
It's a huge mistake.
I'm
Now my
going
tank is going to kill
I'm
you.
going into the tank because I'm going to kill the tank. It's going to explode.
Yeah,
There
and
we
kill
go.
us all.
Kill us all. So this is 4 attacks on 4s. Oh, you suck. Why? All right, on a 3?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, neither of us are surprised.
No, neither of
This
us.
is the familiar. 2 hits. And then I need 5s. Got 1. No rend. Oh,
Okay.
you take it. Rending claw. Whatcha? Yep. Nice
Okay.
one.
4 up.
Yeah,
No, I
stick
took a
the
wound.
Watch out.
That's the wound I gained back this turn.
Yeah, man.
Did you count your extra attack for your elixir?
He did.
sadly.
He did,
It was 4
unfortunately.
attacks.
4 attacks.
Missed
Just
with
more
3
to
of
miss.
them.
More to miss with.
Yeah.
Why does this character only have 4 attacks?
He only has 3 base.
What? GW? Why?
It's really, really weird.
James, please.
Okay.
It
Get
used
some
to be worth it
respect.
just for the buff, right?
There's 3 Bulgarins that are in range to fight you
Yeah. Yes, they are.
because I'm not piling it.
You're going to regret that.
I'm going to regret it.
T6.
There you go.
What's your strength?
Strength 7.
What? Okay. Whatcha? Ooh,
No,
what's the rend?
you're strength 6.
There's strength 5 plus 2 with the
Oh, the
Maul?
Bulgrin. Sorry, I
Bulgrin,
thought you were doing
yeah.
the vehicle.
No. Rend?
AP2.
Okay.
Yep. So you need to make what? 4 or 5 ups?
Yeah, he did.
He goes down.
All right, cool. Well, that's that. No leadership from me. Thank you very much.
That's true.
Actually, the bikes. That's it.
Oh,
no,
weird.
Oh no, they're next to the patriarch.
They're fine. He rolled a 1 on the D10 and then a 6 on the D6. What a strange roll.
I'm yeah,
You're a
pretty
strange
weird.
man.
I'm a
Silly
strange
Adrian.
man in a strange land.
So I got
Alright.
my 6 for
Yep.
being in the center.
Alrighty then.
And I did this little thing where my deployment zone, I put everyone within 3 or 6 inches of everyone else. So there was no spot to deep strike within 3.
Even this right here.
Ooh,
That
up,
one, maybe.
up on the uppy,
So
uppy bit.
it looks like there's
Oh yeah.
3 inches there. If you could get the whole squad up there, then yeah.
Okay, cool. My turn.
Let's do it.
Give me a
GC turn
command
3.
point.
You're up to a whole 2 command points.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend both of them. I'm just gonna set that up now so we can see.
Well, don't go anywhere, Adrian.
I'm gonna go
He's on 1.
How many
objective.
objectives do you?
1.
We keep doing this to each other. We're back on 1.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can keep that trend up though.
I don't think that pace is going to continue.
Yeah. Bloop.
Bulgrin or AP1. Just a heads up.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Don't
okay,
even
sorry.
matter there.
It's fine. But yeah.
Okay.
Always good to check.
But thanks, Colin. I'm planning on building a kit-bashed Blood Ravens army using Necron weapons to replace some of the normal weapons.
Nice. There
Any
we go.
tips, tricks, or ideas? That sounds awesome, dude.
What's he replacing?
It's Blood Ravens with Necron
Ooh.
weapons.
Oh yeah, nice, because they love the stealing.
They love
Steal
stealing stuff.
So you could take like the hyperphase swords.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hyperphase sword.
That's
for
pretty-
sure.
Because that's already what Space Marines fight
Yeah.
with, for real. Like
yeah.
they
Well,
actually use that.
Deathwatch, dude.
You
That's
should
what,
do,
those are Space Marines. They legitimately use hyperphase swords.
You should do Blade Guard with the Lich Guard shield.
Yeah.
It's so mean. You're
Those
like,
are cool shields.
They're so cool. And
I
you
have
won't
all
use them on
those.
your Lich
I have
Guard,
all
so-
those bits.
Yeah.
I bought 2 boxes and I didn't use any of the
Yeah.
shields for Praetorians or Lich Guards, so
They're great bits.
they're great. I found out that all the Necrons will come. My Necron stuff is probably coming very close to the end of the month.
Oh.
And mid-month, I'll be getting a bunch of new White Scars. So there's definitely some fun stuff. I'm also I've been on a painting spree right now, so I've got the Malcador Infernus, which is here on the table today, but I've also got, as I said, a bunch of orcs, some evil sons that I'm painting up.
Nice.
That'll be great.
Evil.
And then I'm going to be doing my first Fire Raptor, another model I've wanted to have for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing it up as Iron Hands, and I'm going to do like a little air wing with 4 planes and 2 detachments. It's going to be cool. So that'll be fun. We're going to do that as soon as I could get it done. Hopefully within a week or so.
I guess I should do my regular movement too. Go ahead and take a question.
All right, thanks. Mark just picked up the Indomitus box, Space Marine Battle Force, and Necron Battle Force boxes.
Nice. Going for 2 armies at once.
Excellent.
I like it.
What chapter should I make the Space Marines?
Woohoo. Which chapter? If you were, so right now you would take the Blood Angels.
I would do Blood Angels, but that's just me.
It's just you.
I would do, if I was starting from scratch right now, the Blood Angels would be very tempting, but I would also be very excited about White Scars and about Salamanders.
Same.
Yeah.
Well,
so if I had to pick one, I'll pick the White Scars because they're so, in my opinion, they're so rarely seen. And they're a ton of fun to master and play. Yeah. What do you think you'd go with? Would you take the Salamanders then?
I would do Salamanders or White Scars for sure. That's kind of what I'm most
So we've got
about.
Salamanders, White Scars, Blood Angels, and those are all amazing picks right now for that box.
They are, yeah.
And if you're doing the Necrons, I would do, personally, I would do Novak. Yeah, I would do Novak. Put that red up on there.
I think you can just do whatever paint scheme you like. And
No, but it's fun to put the red on them. Looks sharp too.
They do look good. Yeah, I like the custom for them, but yeah.
Yeah, coming up with your own custom is the way to go. But Novak's, like if you wanted to go into one, Novak is great.
Thanks, Adam. Looking to run an Inquisitor and his retinue in Crusade. Keep bashing all of it.
Nice.
Got any ideas for sweet Imperial Guard conversions for his retinue?
Yeah.
Wait, for which one?
He wants to make a retinue, like a special squad, like a command squad. But he wants to use like special. You know what you could take? There's a 30k guard army.
The Solar Auxilia?
The Solar Auxilia. Yeah. That are super rare and special, and they have lots of cool, and they even have command squads and stuff that look great. Tempestus Scions would look pretty epic as well. So you could paint them because they have all the trim that you can really make look special. So I think that would be, those would be pretty good. There's probably some Blackstone Fortress models that could be probably pretty interesting too. But yeah, that'd be my pick, the Solar Auxilia. I almost commissioned a full Solar Auxiliary army for 30k because my club was playing a lot of 30k and that was going to be like my main force.
Right.
But they're so points cheap that you need so many models. They're like guardsmen in a way, but in 30k, guardsmen are even more plentiful. And so the commission quote I got back for it was like $25,000 to paint the army.
That sounds reasonable.
And then I was just like, I don't want it. I don't want it like that. Like I just
I
just wanted
fun.
it. Not like, yeah, this is supposed to be fun, not like soul crushing.
I'll do it for like half that price,
yeah, it's a cool looking army, and I've legitimately never seen one in person.
Yeah, that's true.
Super rare army.
So I'm going to spend 2 CP to lurk here in the shadows.
So he's coming up. This is actually a common mistake that even experienced players can make, where they're like carefully looking and blocking, but then even a little bit of verticality to change it. And the nice thing, you've got this small squad here.
Yep.
So they were able to squeeze up there.
That's why I like those small acolyte squads are great for that. Over here, I'm bringing down the Sanctus, and he gets to perfect ambush for free. So here's another 1-inch perfect ambush. Can we get a dice box? Whatcha!
Oh,
hey, it's a 4. Nice. So it's going to be a 5-inch charge for him into these boys.
So he's coming at the guardsman that I've got on the point over there.
You got it. And then I've dropped down my Brood Brothers over here, 9 inches away, in a way that I can charge without having to go over this
the extra train,
and then stay within 6 of the claim of us, so I get the +1.
The extra inch.
And that's kind of it. I bring these bikes over here, so I'll take the point from Brian, and that's all I need.
I love it. It's great.
Cool. So let's do some Thakic. We're gonna go ahead and Might from Beyond the Sanctus.
I love this.
Whatcha! Goes off on a 9.
You got it.
Good. And then we'll Psychic Stimulus him as well, I guess.
Goes off. Yeah, 6.
Cool. So that's it. Shooting, not much. I don't want to shoot over there because I don't want to make my charge longer.
Right.
This doesn't matter.
It's not going to do anything. Yeah.
So we're on to charges, I guess.
Charges.
So let's go ahead. Whoops. I have no rerolls because I've spent all my CP. We're going to do a 5-inch charge from the Sanctus into these boys.
Into the guardsman?
Yep.
Nah, I'm fine. Oh, okay. You saw the 3, didn't you?
I was like,
I saw the 3
too. There's like a 90% chance I fail this charge. Yeah. And then over here, we have the 8-inch charge for those guardsmen. Let's do this. Oh, it's a 7.
It's a 7.
No. All right.
That would have allowed him to take that point, and he would have continued to give me only 5 primary.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is big.
7.
Sevens. That's it. Let's do some combat.
Let's see the Sanctus.
So Mr. Sanctus is going to go onto the point here, and he's going to have to do some work, to be honest.
Yeah, so this is this a full squad or... Yeah, I think this one's a full squad.
Oh.
You have something else for me?
Mortar.
Oh, you're going to shoot your mortars? Shoot your mortars at them?
No, you just pull out of range there.
Yeah, that's true.
And same there. So realistically, there's nothing that matters.
That's true.
So it's fine.
There's actually, for the first time, nothing. You could try to take the 3 wounds from my tank and have it explode.
Let's do it. Mortars! Mortars!
Okay.
So 9, 12 shots?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's trying to take 3 wounds from my Hellhound and then have it explode on my whole army.
Yeah, this is always the plan. 4s.
Okay. It's like, it's good.
This is the story that my grandpappy taught me about. One day,
Your mortars?
Mortar's going to take out
3 wounds?
Oh no, it's the dream. This is exactly how Grandpappy predicted it.
I took 2! I have 1 left.
Oh my god. Okay, so now in this case, this is non-incidental bolt fire.
So now he's going to go with the bikes.
Yeah, it's shotguns, so they're not within 6, so they're just the 2 shots, strength 3, so I need 6s. Oh.
Okay, you hit though.
Okay.
Listen, it's good hitting.
Hey, yeah.
You just need 1 6. 2 6s and a 3rd?
1 more?
No way.
3
Oh,
6s!
Grandpappy is happening!
I'm making you proud.
Yes!
It explodes on a 4?
Come on.
It
Yes!
does! My Bullgrins and my Lehman Russ?
Oh man.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
So good.
That was wild.
Listen, you made Grandpappy proud.
He's looking down from the great 3-armed cloud in the sky and he's so proud. Just like that was foretold.
That's it. The mortar,
ago.
they were just saving up. The mortars are just saving up.
They're like, all right, come on, Billy, this is your moment. So Sanctus.
Okay, Sanctus.
Knifey time.
This is not exciting at all compared to what just happened. So.
And remember, he has an extra attack.
He does. So here's 4 base, 5 for Might from Beyond. I literally can't kill enough.
That's true. Maybe I'll flee.
No, I have the Familiar Claw, so I actually have 6 attacks.
Everyone will run. You'll see.
Yep. Oh, and the dagger gives you another +1. Okay,
Ooh.
so we're getting there. I just need to find some more rules.
Yeah. Just keep reading and you'll get there.
Hitting on 2s. Oh, wow.
You need 6s to get extra
I
hits.
did something.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and then
I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Keep reading.
I'm looking. It's winning on 2s because it's poison. Nice. So those are all -2 actually.
Oh, okay. So 2, 4, 5 dead.
Okay. Go.
So 5 left in the squad.
Here's a little familiar pal, and this is 2 attacks. Same thing.
Okay.
Hit. And then strength 4.
So
only.
3s.
So 3s. Okay. No renda.
All right. 5 ups. Okay. So you killed 6.
Yep.
4 left in the squad.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
4, 5, 6.
1 in 16.
Oh, that's real bad. How many do you want to run?
He wants 3 to run. He wants 3 to run.
So there's 4 left. 3 have to. Oh, that's not.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So
5, 4. And so attacking you back.
Attacking back.
3 hits.
Mm-hmm.
1 wound.
Oh yeah, I don't remember to save. I don't know, maybe.
It's probably a 4.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Roughly
So
1 in
now
33.
it's morale. So I lost 6. And I have how much CP?
No, don't do it.
Huh?
3 CP, but you don't want to.
I'm already on this objective.
You don't want to see the 1 in 33 chance.
Yeah, I do. So let's roll it.
Yeah.
So 1 flees.
Yep.
And now I have 1s and 2s on the other ones. Okay, I lose another one.
That's funny. All right. Well, that's
even I can't do that twice in the game.
Right. So end of turn, I will get 6 points for the middle for domination.
And that's because he has 3 models on it. I only have 2 models on it.
Yep, exactly.
But you don't dominate, do you?
He does.
I do dominate.
Because he holds it. He has 3 models on it.
Oh no, I
Dominate's
needed.
one.
Oh, he doesn't dominate.
This one. I needed this one.
You're right.
Whoops.
So just the direct assault.
Oh
points.
man. Okay. And then I finished my scramblers. So 10 points for that.
Scramblers.
So I believe I'm winning.
Well, only if you don't count while we stand.
That's what he's. That's
I
why
am
he was.
winning.
That's
I
why he
am
was
literally
joking.
winning.
It's
right
on the
now.
scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard.
All right.
The scoreboard doesn't lie.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
Having
10-4.
said that, you want to do your turn?
Is this my turn 4?
Yeah. I'm happy to play or not play, whatever you want at this point.
So we could talk it out.
Yeah, I think that was the final play, basically.
Basically,
right?
here's what happens.
Yeah.
They die. The acolytes up here. There's 5 men. These bikes super die.
Yep.
Those 10 guardsmen die.
Mm-hmm.
The Sanctus dies.
Yep. Yeah, probably. Doesn't really matter.
Is he like?
He's got like an invuln crazy stuff.
So maybe he dies or not. Either way, I still hold the point.
I don't think it really matters.
I'm
just pulling
even
stuff
if
so you
that
guys
was
can
just
see.
my turn, and I could, you
You could pretty easily pass the turn after that.
yeah, that would be fine.
Mhm.
you would just have what's left behind here, basically.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. And I'll see if I can just pull the Sanctus.
I would have 2 full Lehman Russ at him.
Well, that's pretty good, Brian. But is it enough? Okay, no, he doesn't have it. The Kellamore has the invuln, so he would easily die.
All right.
So you take that point there.
Yeah.
On Adrian's turn, he would score 5 primary. Do you have any play to get direct assault?
Yeah, I could do some wacky. Just try for the Bullgrim for fun.
Can we do that?
So we could do that. Yeah.
Go for it.
Sounds good. All right. Let's see. Patriarch will advance. Nice. So he's going a healthy movement of like 13. No, 15. No, 13. 14. So he's getting +1 from the Clamavis, but he's not getting +2 because he actually doesn't get the twisted stuff.
He doesn't get the twisted helix
benefit. Yeah. Patriarchs or something. Yeah.
Whatever.
They created the culture, but they don't benefit from it. And then the Magus will advance, and the Primus will just regular move. Because Magus just wants to peek out, essentially, like so. Clamavis will just advance onto the point. Bikes are just going to come right around here.
They're ready to get some.
Yes.
Put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah. It's fun.
This last gasp. Get him, Adrian.
Yeah, I'll
get him.
I'll get him. All right, here we go. So this is
Psychic.
Psychic!
Can you give that extra attack?
On Patriarch. Oh, it does not go off. I will spend my last
Your
CP.
last CP?
Oops.
Oh, you got it.
Is another 6? No.
No.
So it goes off. You want to try to block it?
No.
Okay. And then we'll do a Massive Gnosis on them. Goes off.
I will attempt to block Massive Gnosis.
Yep.
So you rolled a 7. I rolled 5. So you got it.
And then last one, we'll do just a smite. So just 3 mortals.
Ooh.
Nice. That's good. And then some shooting. We've got some shotguns. Shotguns. And you ain't got one. There we go. This is on 4s.
All right.
And on 5s.
We're going to have 2 wounds, right?
3 wounds. 3 wounds.
I would think they'd have 3.
Where's my armor save?
Yeah, you good? Cool. Oh, Mortars actually killed that guys.
Are they doing it?
They're doing it. It's happening. They have 3 wounds, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah. All right. 4 saves on these guys.
All right, 4 ups.
Okay, we got them. Cute. All right, let's do this. Right. Charges. Patriarch's going in. He's in. The bikes are going in.
Why not?
I don't even care. Here we go.
Let's see, can the Patriarch do it?
Yes.
You're going to need to roll a lot of Rens on those. This is the first time that like -6 actually matters.
That's right. And a +1 damage.
It actually really matters.
Brian. Don't
it's -5?
around.
Yeah.
Right?
So -5, I still get a save.
No, it's -6.
It is -6. Yeah.
It's so silly.
Because I would get a save if it was -5.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. So he actually needs this minus.
7 attacks on 2s. How many 1s can I do? 3. Excellent.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. That's quite good. And then a bit of a strength 7, so on 3s with a reroll.
No 6s.
No 6s.
What's the AP?
-3.
Okay, so I have a 1 up to a 4 up. 2d3?
Monster. Well,
so,
D3 +1. The first one.
So the first one dies.
Oh, yeah. Second one.
There's 1 wound left.
And then the crotchling. Watch out. 1 hit. Oh, nothing.
And your bikes? Can you take that last wound with your bikes?
I don't want to, Brian. 2, 4, 6. I'm tired. There we go. This is on 4s.
And then on 5s?
On 5s. Oh, you're going to roll that 1.
So it's a 1 to fail? Oh, it was close.
It's tragic.
Can I kill the Patriarch?
You can try.
So I don't get my +1 attack, sadly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here we are. 3s. And then 3s. There you go.
Wow. So 5 plus invuln.
There's your 5 ups.
What's the damage?
From
this?
The Bullgrim Maul. Yeah, sorry, it's just 2.
Just 2? Okay, so I'll do first one on the crotchling. I don't actually think he gets a save.
Yep.
So he just dies. And then Patriarch on a 5 up. Yes. Patriarch on a 5 up. Nope. So he takes 2. Patriarch. Yes. And then so he actually can't die now. Cool.
So he took 4.
So he's
two
down
left.
2. Excellent.
He was doing them 1 at a time because he could pass them off to the bikes.
Right. But I don't want to because actually will still hold the point now.
Yeah. So we got 5 models on it.
Yeah.
Does Patriarch give reroll once a hit? That's not a thing.
No,
to wound
only.
Reroll
all filled wounds.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. I got my 3 points.
You did.
I did not get domination because I needed one more asset to throw over here.
Yeah.
Basically.
Nice.
And yeah. And then he's going to get while he stands because they all stand.
They all stand.
And I'm going to get my 6 for the center again. Everything there will easily be killed.
Yep.
Actually, everything on the board will be killed except your mortars. They'll be the only thing alive.
It's all about the mortars.
So the mortars are the living. They are the patriarchs now.
No, I would take them 11 games out of 10 now. Good game. That's fun.
That was
totally wild.
Yeah. Really, at the start of the game, it was like, on that turn, I really wasn't sure what to expect. It's like, okay, he's charging in deep.
Yeah.
And then once, it still was like, okay, the fighting wasn't anything impressive.
Yeah.
It didn't really do much. But you took me off the point, yada yada, was good.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it was my turn, I was just like, wait, everything's just right in front of me.
They're just dead.
And I have all the guns. And actually, normally the flamers are a bit of a liability, but they were amazing this game because I rolled hot on them. I had lots of rerolls anyways. So even every time I rolled badly, it just turned into something hot.
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about guard ballistic skill anywhere, so I was actually getting a huge number of hits through. They all just had strength high enough to wound everything perfectly, like wounding on 3s and even 2s in some places. And it just really was, you were so close that everything was always doing such kind of a maximum efficiency.
Yeah.
And that nobody can stand up to that, least of all your army.
No, definitely not. I actually really like the upgrade to the flamers for your army because, again, yeah, I'm playing very close as GSC, all that stuff, but also like it is 9th edition. Like 12 inches is not an unreasonable range for things like these tanks that are moving up and stuff like that.
It allows them to be comfortably behind their screen and still affecting. You can see I'm in my deployment zone and I'm shooting this objective outside of my deployment zone. So the range is actually a huge change. And with this number of flamers, it really does add up. And you can even put them into the squads too.
It was so many,
which is crazy.
Yeah. And we talked about this at the beginning of the game where the guardsmen were not going to be the heroes of the game, but they did work. You had just enough guardsmen to just kind of push out, screen, survive, keep the Bullgrin untargetable. So you guys. You can see I
didn't actually use the Bullgrin. They were just a threat.
They were a threat. They were a countercharge, which is their job a lot of the time.
That is their job.
Especially in this match where, like you said, we're going to be treating back and forth, back and forth. If you put the Bullgrin sooner, I actually probably throw the saws in and actually do kill them.
Of course you do.
So they were just a threat.
Yeah. And that's the big thing is, the guardsmen take the point. The Bullgrin are the counterpunch. They don't ever go out onto the point unless there's nothing left for them to be afraid of, which is the only time they came out.
Exactly.
It worked well. And you can see I didn't even use orders here. I had like one guy to give me move turn 1 and to give me first rank, second rank, turn 2. I didn't actually need that many orders. No. And you can even just take one character with 2 orders and you're kind of set because the guardsmen do start to disappear because you use them pretty quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
I would consider 2 more squads of guardsmen though.
I think so.
I'm at 6. I've been using 6 and I've been running out just a teeny bit too soon. I think I might in the future go up to 80 guardsmen instead of 60.
So you'd have to get another detachment though.
For sure, just a patrol. How many CP do I have, Bridger?
At the end of the game?
Yeah.
Like 5 or 6.
You see? The stratagems are not good for this army.
Not for this list,
Not for this list,
I mean, in general, guard strats are terrible.
Max shots is pretty good.
But
rerolling all hits with the Wyvern, +1 to hit was pretty good.
2 CP for reroll all hits on BS4 on 1 vehicle. Not great.
No, it's totally good.
No.
But it's still not going to burn through all my CP.
Sure.
So if I had a patrol detachment, it's not like your army needs it or your Harlequins, they need it. Those 2 CP could be put to really good use in the game.
Yeah.
I'm not going to miss them. Is all I'm saying.
That's true.
It's not going to damper my output.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
So I'm generally fine with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought the Infernus, as much as it's a joke. It was cool. If someone had really good like las cannon or type thing,
and
they could blow it up in my lines. Then it's a big problem, and I actually have to use it differently. I have to put like it out on the point, and I have to say like, come and get it, and you take the explosion, not me. Which is a different way of playing it. We'll use it that way in the future.
Yeah, and it's the same sort of thing. Coming back to this idea of the board size, right? It's an 18-inch flamer. It only moves 10, but like that's enough.
28-inch range is huge.
This is exactly how you want to play it most of the time. Again,
it was a backline tank flamer.
I know. It's good enough. 18 is plenty, right?
It basically stayed where it was deployed.
Yeah, exactly. So
you can't do that with most flamer tanks.
No, you can't. But we'd have to try to get shooting next time.
It was actually really good, right?
It is,
and it's actually 18 wounds T8.
It's surprising.
So wait, why is that thing T8?
Because Lehman Russes are T8, and all the Malcador tanks are T8 as well.
It has a trailer.
The trailer part looks like T4 instant death.
Yeah,
that's the part. The thing on the back is the part that explodes.
It is. Yeah.
So, and it has a big explosion range.
Yeah,
how long it is.
That's true.
Yeah. You just kind of like move it like this, and then like
right.
explode.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, pretty neat. Well, what a interesting game.
Really interesting game. I definitely. It's sort of confirmation of like the aberrant problem. So I had 320 points in aberrants and another 120 points in the abominant.
Yeah.
110 points, and so that's 400 points.
And they both were horrible.
Nothing.
They were both horrible.
Like the acolyte, I can get like 2 more 20-man acolytes.
I would have been way more scared of the acolytes.
That would have been great.
If those were acolytes that had made that charge turn 1, I would have been in a lot more trouble.
They would have killed everything.
Yeah.
And they're half the price, right? So then I have another 20-man. So again, I'm glad we got to put them on board and see them. I love the model, but it just sort of confirms like
And this army, your army is an army of trades. You're going to throw something else out and trade, and throw something else out and trade.
Yeah.
And if you have fewer assets than your opponent, and even if you're trading up, you just have fewer things to trade, you're always going to lose. So in this game, you need to take the cheaper units, so you have more to trade with, right? It's similar with the guardsmen. I don't trade them for your units. I trade them for points.
Right.
But it's a similar kind of concept. If you have too few, then you just run out of steam, right?
Absolutely.
That's kind of what happened here with your army. I think if you went back to the normal acolyte builds, you would have been tagging things because they're longer units as well.
Totally.
And you would have been wiping the things you touched where you didn't always do that.
Exactly.
And it would have been much scarier.
Because even here, we see the game was back and forth, neck and neck, until I just ran out of stuff. Right?
Yeah.
And so with the assets I have doing more with another asset, it's really, really close.
I agree.
So it's cool. I'm glad we tried it.
Yeah. Do you have an MVP? Are you going to give me an MVP?
It's still the acolytes.
The acolytes
the big acolytes squad. The flamers didn't do much of anything in this game. So
you killed a full 10-man squad the one time you shot.
That's cute.
But every other time you were so close to me that you were.
And they had to
advancing.
multitask so much in this game, right? Yeah, the advancing. So that's another thing to play around with. I'm really interested in Twisted Helix because it is different and still, I think, good. The extra movement is great. But yeah, it's all about acolytes. What about you?
I'm going to give it to the fire in general. And fire across the army was crazy.
Yeah, totally.
And the Malcador Infernus embodies that fire, so I'm going to give it to him. He deserves it.
He does deserve it.
He did great.
He's the goodest boy and the newest boy of the new year.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, he's my first model of the new year. Why don't we do some Q&A?
Let's do it.
Let's do some Q&A. Thanks, Caldorf. Happy New Year's, Titans.
Happy New Year.
Are my 3rd edition Space Marine and Drukhari tournament legal if I build them up? Brian, any luck working through your video game backlog?
Yes, I beat Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Really, really cool. I love Assassin's Creed games, even though they're a little formulaic. They're really rad. That game took me like 90 hours, though. I thought it was going to be like a 40-hour game. It was 90 hours to beat the main.
It's too many hours.
Main story. And I was about to start Cyberpunk, but then it's like another, 60-hour game. So then I decided to start painting instead. So I did get through a couple really good games. I'm actually beating Hollow Knight right now. I love roguelike. I love roguelike games. So I'm going to do that back-to-back with another roguelike, which is Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Yes!
Brian.
So great roguelikes. So I play those games with my daughter because they're like more kid-friendly. Whereas like you can't play Valhalla or Cyberpunk.
Not usually.
It's too...
Definitely not Cyberpunk.
No, Valhalla's rough,
Also
dude.
definitely not Valhalla.
These are Vikings.
They're both pretty bad.
These are Vikings. They do all the Viking things. It's real bad.
I imagine for a small child, a lot of the things in Cyberpunk are nightmare fuel. Like parts of people's
let me
bodies
describe
just
something that
come out
Vikings did
and,
called the Blood Eagle. Do you guys know what a Blood Eagle is?
No.
It's like a ritualistic killing where they slice your spine open, pull your lungs backwards through your body into
Like
wings.
an eagle.
Yeah, and while you're alive.
Yeah.
Not for long.
And then they hang you up. Yeah.
Actually,
They do things like that in the
gross.
game.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
That's a video game.
There was another part of this question. Oh yeah, so your old models are legal.
They're totally legal.
Of course, totally.
Yeah, everything that GW's made is pretty much legal. You can even the old rhinos that are like extra teeny, they're totally legal. The old Lord of Great Unclean ones that are basically smaller than a Demon Prince.
Yeah. Though, that's the one thing is you're going to want to rebase them onto the appropriate sizes.
That's true. You do have to put them on the proper base.
Especially, I remember when the new Lord of Changes came out, and like those are big, expensive kits, and I was running like 2 or 3, and I was like, cool. So I bought one, and then my other one I just made like stand extenders. So I had my little Lord of Change, but it was on the proper stand, and it's cool. I still get to play with my toys because the old models are still really cool. So that's the only thing, honestly.
And it's not. Don't let people like say, "Oh, you're modeling for advantage." Blah blah blah. It's not a thing. Don't worry about it.
You're good.
It's totally good.
All right, thanks. Reza Primex just wanted to say hi from Conclave Podcast. Can you give my friend Ed the Sandman a shout out? He's a massive fan and loves you guys.
Ah,
Hey, what's up, Ed?
The
How's it going?
Sandman.
Sandman, nice.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Definitely not Alfaris. Sure do hope the Astra Militarum don't die horribly. It'd be a terrible shame if they were ripped to pieces. Would wound the heart to see them eviscerated. Terribly dreadful thing it would be.
You know, to be fair,
You killed a fair.
I did. I ripped and tore, and like most of the bodies, the human bodies on the battlefield, are dead.
Anybody who's not in armor.
Yeah, exactly.
And the flamer tanks, the hellhounds are always the first to die because they're always up front.
They're just so fun to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neither exploded though. No explosions.
I know. I was
You exploded, but I didn't explode.
I've made it a strategy to go after exploding tanks because I know you're going to explode them.
For sure.
Yeah.
Not this time.
No.
Thanks. Michael just signed up for premium. Thanks for the content. Nice to see the Emperor's cannon fodder in action.
Well, welcome to premium. Thanks for joining. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Alan. What is a good loadout for CSM Terminators?
Ooh.
So we generally like them naked.
Yeah.
You know, context. Because they're actually very, very cheap. They're efficient. You can buff them up. You can run several squads.
Yeah.
The other one, which I've been toying with, and we'll see with my Emperor's Children, is you give them something like plasma or a melta.
Yeah.
So you can drop down, double shoot, auto charge. It gives them a bit more. The factions, the legions that can give them more utility.
Yeah.
Then you can get more value by paying more for them.
Agreed.
But generally, yeah, just the axes, you know.
The axes, yeah, that's right. Keep them cheap. Take more.
I know, that's a thing.
I'm
gonna run like 20 or 30.
Keep them cheap. Take 20 or something, or like 15.
You know what? They're cheaper than an aberrant. So
yeah.
No. Thanks, Christian. Does Games Workshop make race-themed tape measures? If not, they're missing out.
They don't currently. I'm sure they did at one point. But,
they do like little measuring stick, like 3-inch Sigmar things, and those are themed. There's like a Nurgle one, and
they've done a couple.
Oh yeah, they do like timed releases.
They have done a couple. Yeah, they don't keep them in permanent stock.
GW doesn't really do many. This is a Kill Team one, which I actually like.
I like the Kill Team dice also, the satin finish.
They are good. That's what PlayOn uses, right?
But they're small, so they don't work for us.
Yeah, they're very small.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I agree. There's always room for more merchandising.
I wish more companies made those satin dice. I want this full-size satin dice.
Yeah, I agree.
I love the satin. Actually works well with our camera too because it gets rid of the shine.
It's been a problem finding new dice because we don't want that glare for you guys.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised. You don't always notice the glossiness of your dice, but
normally you don't play under studio lighting, I think is the...
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a combination of things.
That's true.
And you're also able to like turn your head to see like...
That's true.
Yeah.
Thanks. No, Chris. That's Happy New Year in Norwegian. So,
Happy New Year!
Thanks, no, Chris.
Thanks. From Norway. You said earlier that Sandguard is always better with swords, but what about axes versus Death Guard and Power Fist against vehicles? Stay awesome and play more Blood Angels.
Yeah, like if you know your opponent and you know exactly what you're fighting, there are better loadouts.
Yeah.
Right? But the one size, like if you're just picking one thing and it's going to fight everything, the swords are my best bet because you want the AP more regularly than you want the extra strength.
Right.
Just because, you know, you take like the average Space Marine, and the AP is more valuable than the strength. There is a lot more Gravis and T5 going around, so the axes will have use. It's not like the axe is straight up bad. It will have use, and when you're in the Assault Doctrine, you are still getting AP3, which is solid. So it's not that any of the options are bad. It's just the sword is the best, the axe is a little bit behind, and the Power Fist is quite a bit behind, in my opinion. Because it costs more.
It's worth noting that like Power Fist is better against vehicles, Axe is better against maybe Death Guard
or something.
But you are overkilling in those situations. Like if you take a Power Fist into a vehicle, you spend extra points to just double kill one vehicle. Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Where the Carmine Sword is going to kill anything. What's not going to die to 10 Sandguard with Carmine Swords?
Yeah.
Can you name any unit?
No, everything dies.
Everything dies.
You're fine. You get it. But again, axes are fine. Like for instance, if you were taking a lot, let's say you wanted to take 2 units of 10 and 1 of 5, and you had two squads of 10 with swords and 1 of 5 with axes, just in case somewhere on the board you wanted that efficiency. That sounds cool. Like the likelihood that there's one thing on the board that's T5 and you want that perfect efficiency into, like, okay, I could buy it.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Dan Stuff. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Jumper turned up today. I went for the Marine with an eagle on its face.
Oh, nice.
Looks and feels like a dream. P.S. Did you hear about the kidnapping at school? Everything's fine now. He woke up. Oh.
Richard. That was funnier than the joke.
Yeah, just delayed response. Yeah, we've been getting some of the merch has actually just been arriving for us too. We ordered it around the same time you did.
I know.
Yeah, we're really liking it. I actually ordered a bunch of the stickers and I have these like stackable bins that I use for all my painting projects.
Yeah.
And I have so many painting projects going at once that I actually put the sticker on the bin for like which faction.
Yeah.
And so then I like can easily access it, and the stickers are really sharp. I really love them.
That's really cool.
I sent my family our merch for Christmas.
Aw, that's good.
That's cool and a little weird.
Well, like, what else am I gonna get them, right?
I don't know. The whole world is your oyster.
I like it.
But I like it.
My mom was like looking at the merch, and she doesn't know Warhammer stuff.
Yeah.
And apparently my dad and my brothers, she would like picture like this is cute, and they'd be like, oh no, because this one means this thing or this thing, and I'm like, nah, just let her like I want to see which one's
Just let her enjoy it, right?
Yeah, it's like
she's enjoying it on its own merit.
yeah, exactly.
Not for its
They're just
backstory.
cute characters. You don't have to know like the horrific like demon lore behind the cute thing.
Thanks, Colt. If you are Minotaurs, can you use any chapter successor?
You can.
Thoughts on Asterian Moloch? What traits are good options? Hunger for Battle and Whirlwind of Rage.
Yeah, those are classic. Yes, you could be anything you want. They recommend Ultramarines for them, but you can be anything.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but you can definitely do anything.
You can do anything you want. They were very popular for Raven Guard when the Centurion thing was
right.
popular, and for the same reason you've obviously picked up on that by picking these like melee based one.
Yeah.
And I think that worked well.
Totally.
So
yeah, do whatever you want with
I
it.
will say Hunger for Battle, Whirlwind of Rage is the old combo. The new one I would go with is Hunger for Battle and Fall Back and Charge, because that's nuts.
Fall Back and Charge is really strong.
Yeah.
I love Fall Back and Charge, especially if you're taking Vanguard vets or something like that.
Yeah.
Because Vanguard vets can abuse it so badly because they go over the screen, you know? And they're tough enough to actually last that first round.
Yeah.
Where normally they wouldn't be.
All right, thanks, Sam. Agree with Bridger. Custodians versus GSC, great games. Both armies have exact tools to deal with each other. Watching while putting decals on Raptors.
Thank
a
you.
Man of my own heart.
I know. Well, even remember our last game with the GSC was against Custodies.
Yeah, and we tried a new trick.
It was good. It was cool.
It was actually a really close game.
It was really close. Even things like the Flamers, I was like, oh, it's going to be so bad. But they
did some
work.
chip damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's good. The only reason that it works, normally the Custodies would be highly advantaged, but I have so few. And as I said, you're an army of trading.
Yeah.
And so when you can like 1-for-1 your big squads with mine, and you do reliably kill my Custodies, then it's really good. What you have to, there's certain Custodies builds where if I tech into things like bikes with Hurricane Bolters, where I have speed to keep you at bay and then shooting to wipe you, and I can do a thing where I wipe like 3 squads a turn, now you're not trading, and I'm fast enough that you can't hide. That can be really challenging.
It's true.
Also, if I get really lucky with some of my character sniping, because I just have my character sniping is just good enough to get through your ability to pass them off and things like that.
Right, yeah.
So I can get some key characters, but I agree. It's actually a good matchup.
All right, thanks, Christopher. Happy New Year, Titans. Have any of you played Infinity? And if not, you should try it out.
Yeah, I've played in some Infinity. I have a Nomads army, actually.
Nice.
Which I was thinking about repainting. I just busted them out, actually. It's a cool game. It's a very deep game. I have played it a few games casually against my friend.
You can't just pick it up and play it one time or something.
Oh my gosh. Like in some ways you can play it better with 2 people that don't know the game because you don't know the tricks.
Nobody's judging.
Right? Whereas there's so many small interactions and things, like you think this is deep. Infinity is deep in a different way.
Yeah.
That makes it really hard to kind of pick up competitively. So it actually does help if you're at the same level of like terribleness of the game.
Yeah.
But
we should try. We should try it someday. We're anxious to play all kinds of tabletop games. We love Warhammer so much, and that's what we do most of the time. But yeah, we're excited to do more. I'm really excited for. We're gonna try maybe closer to the end of this month or start of next month. We'll try to do Necromunda. And that'll be really cool. And then after that, we'll put up another vote for whatever our next specialist game will be.
I just got some of the stuff for my gang.
I'm building my gang this week.
Oh, perfect.
I need to announce your gangs.
We could announce it.
No.
I'm doing the enforcers that actually come in the starter box.
That's right.
I bought 6 of those mega starter boxes.
Yeah.
So I have a ton. I actually gave a bunch away. So but I have the red butchers and I have them together. So, but I'm gonna do the enforcers.
I like
They're
it.
so cool.
I'm going with Escher. I'm going to go with the ladies because
nice.
It's a really fun painting project.
Nice.
And I'll be honest, I was getting some stuff from Forge World, and I wanted some of the Forge World characters. Like there's the Escher Bounty Hunter and another one, and I got some of the special heads. And so I'm just really looking forward to that as a painting project.
I almost pulled it. Was in my cart.
Yeah.
And I was going to buy it, and then like I walked away. No, not Escher. It was the Ogre gang.
Oh yeah.
There's an ogre gang.
There's the
That's
ogre
a new one.
It's
an
ogre
one.
Yeah, it's an ogre gang.
Yeah.
And I literally had them in my cart, and I only didn't buy them because I got distracted. And I came back 3 days later, and they were in my cart, and I was like, I'd already made the decision to do the other. And I was like, nah, I'll skip it. But the Ogre Gang was almost what I
really cool.
I went for.
Yeah, this is probably better for a more like typical game and gang of Necromunda. I cannot wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be really good. We have also a bunch more Necromunda terrain being painted up, so it's gonna be an epic game for sure.
Yeah,
pretty amazing.
Very cool.
All right, thanks, Omnisci Sphinx. In my meta, area, there are people that don't use transports. Should I use AdMech Rangers with Plasma or the Vanguard with the Dune Rider?
Vanguard with the Dune Rider.
In response to them not having transports or having transports?
They don't use transports.
If they're not using transports, you definitely should. Like, transports are really strong. Yeah. AdMech transports are okay. They're nothing amazing, but they're fine. They're a little costly, but you know, it's better. They used to have nothing. Like a year ago, they had basically nothing. So now they have 3 options, right? And as far as putting Plasma on your Vanguard or Rangers or whatever, it's risky to do too much of that because they're really expensive guns and those bodies go down really easily.
Yeah, I agree. It used to be a thing to do, but now not as much, unfortunately.
I have a ton, and I'll do it from time to time.
Yeah, same.
But, I wouldn't lean on it as your main damage output.
Yeah. The transports are good though.
If they were open topped, now we'd be talking.
They should be open topped.
They should be able to just like reach over and shoot out.
Like they're literally.
Let me hit on 5s or something.
I don't understand.
Let me blind fire at you.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Cobra. Gentlemen, your armies are so beautiful. Would you be willing to post pictures of your armies in the Discord channel? I love looking at them.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, maybe I just finished the Infernus. Maybe I'll do that. Actually, this was a bit of a speed paint. It was actually like built in one night and then painted in one night.
Right.
And that was actually while I painted and based 30 boys also.
That's right.
So it actually wasn't that long. Once the airbrush just makes it really short work. It's like I'll do a coat, go back to the boys. Now it's dry. Do the next layer, go back to my boys. Do the highlight, go back to my boys. It was like so easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be happy to share. We should do a video where we take one of our factions and actually like show you the collection and talk about why we love it so much.
That's right. Yeah. No, we should. And I actually have some really nice photography of my army because Izzy painted it.
That's right. Yeah.
This was Jeff Robinson's army, and so there's some really gorgeous photos of like all the characters that Izzy did. I'll have to get the photos from him.
Nice.
So I can post those without much work.
Armies on Parade is the channel. Let's put that in.
That's true.
Ooh, nice.
I feel like I'm cheating though because I didn't paint those ones.
Hey, it just says Armies on Parade.
It still showed up. It's a beautiful army.
Yeah. Doesn't say I painted it. Just on Parade.
You're not wrong. All right, I'll do that.
Yeah, just parade with pride.
Thanks, Augustus. Hey, Titans. Predictions for Death Guard. Death Guard loses Hateful Assault and Death of the False Emperor. Flail comes down to 10 points. MBH can no longer be taken in units. Mephitic Blade Haulers. And Poxwalkers won't get new Disgustingly Resilient, but will retain the 5-vote Finland Pain.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know. Will they lose Hateful Assault?
I don't think they'll
I
lose
don't
that.
think they're going to lose that.
I think Death of the False Emperor could see a change or just a removal, for sure.
Just because we hadn't seen that on Mortarion.
Oh, that would be crazy if they changed it in the Death Guard book and it just applied to the Chaos books. That would be nuts.
I don't think it will. Have they been doing things like that?
Then why would, there are going to be 2 different versions of the same rule in the game at the same time?
What rule?
Death of the False Emperor.
Oh, no. Mortarion just doesn't have that rule.
Yeah, it doesn't have it.
No, what I'm saying.
So it's not 2 different versions. It's just like a model with it, model without it.
But Death Guard has it. And if they changed it in the Death Guard book, would that then apply to the Chaos book?
Yeah, but he's saying because it's not an army-wide thing. It's on each data sheet.
Yeah,
so with Morty not having it,
you could pull it off the data sheet, and the rule itself didn't change. So they could easily do it. And I don't think they would change the future Chaos book based on the Death Guard book. Like, I don't think they would change it now immediately.
So you think Death of the False Emperor is still going to be exploding 6s against Imperium?
Well, there's only so far that Brian can comment, but
well, anybody who wants to answer, this could be Adrian.
I said that. Yeah, I think it could be definitely.
I think it should change because it's a silly rule.
We've talked about this before. All the faction stuff is like so irrelevant until it's not, and then it's busted, right?
Yeah.
So, and I also.
What do you think about like the faction strats? Like all the Space Marines have one Legion they hate.
So dumb.
I like there being one strat.
It sounds cool, but
like the Eldar have the Slanesh thing.
But the strat shouldn't be Relic of Lost Cadia. It shouldn't be like
reroll all hits and wounds.
Like,
why?
You just die.
Remember when in 8th edition people thought you could do it every turn?
Oh, that's stupid. Oh my god.
Because you can unveil it and then close it again and then unveil it.
My favorite was someone was like, it's more like a strip tease, like just a little bit.
Unveil it just a little bit.
Oh god.
And then close it.
People who played it that way just.
This is why tournament players get a bad name sometimes.
I'd never let them do that ever. Every time I play them,
I'll
be like, no. I told them, I was like, that's not how it works. I'll be like, in your heart of hearts, do you think that's how this works? And they'll be like,
the problem is they knew. They knew.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Super Reedy. Putting this up on behalf of another No Prize for Guessing.
Thank you.
Hashtag Adrian Paint Mel's Minis. And maybe after reach out to Kyle too. I'm hearing he has some Grey Knights that are a little too gray.
So I've heard.
Some very Grey Knights.
I do. Actually, I think Mel and I are going to do some painting this weekend. We just ordered more Unit stuff last night. I got my butt whooped by her new stuff.
The new Deepkin rules.
The new Deepkin are ridiculous. She had like 2-up unrendable things with 6-up Philippines. It was 2-up rerollable because Mystic Shield. And it was just nutty. So she's really excited.
She loves an invincible army.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's great. And then it got worse because I didn't realize she like had her like ships. I'll be brief, but she had her ships and then her like 2 blocks of eels. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna kill the characters. And I was like, I could shoot them. I was playing my Caradrons. And she was like, oh yeah, I'm also eating that. So you have to only shoot the closest target. Right. I was like, so I can only shoot into your 2-up unrendable. Yeah. It was nuts.
It's the worst.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna be doing some painting this weekend.
All right, thanks, Danvers. Happy New Year, Titans.
Happy New Year.
Whilst kit bashing a captain on bike from a spare outrider.
Yes, that's what I did too.
That's right.
He'll be leading my Blood Angels in a glorious battle soon.
I love that. I did the same thing for my Salamanders.
Yep.
And it's great. It's a fun kit to work with.
So cool.
Yeah, really cool idea.
Thanks, Ian. Happy New Year from the UK.
Happy
Keep
New Year.
up with the great 40k content. Going to collect Black Templar. How would you customize the Primaris units? Feel like the old shoulder pads will look wrong.
The old, like the Templar ones?
No, the firstborn shoulder pads on Primaris.
Right. No, they're actually the same.
They're actually the same size.
They're designed to be the same. I actually painted a Black Templar's army with a bunch of conversions, and they all work totally fine. It's the aggressors in Gravis. That's when it's tougher. Yeah. You can kind of use Terminator shoulders, but they're not the same. You can, of course, you're playing Black Templars, so you can have little purity seals, stuff like that.
That's right.
Hide any sizing. What's that?
Oh no, you got it right. I'm thinking Dark Templars because I've been playing in StarCraft.
Yes,
I was trying to correct you when you said the right thing.
No, you and the one thing is hard. It's hard to get tabards on all of them.
It is
if you wanted to get those on like assault intercessors and stuff. But there are some kits, aren't there? For
the shoulders work well to just convert assault intercessors into that.
Yeah.
If you can find it, my favorite bits kit it would be great for Black Templars is the Skaven plague monks.
Oh.
They have a ton of scrolls that come with, just bucket loads and like also like sensors and things like that are really, really nice for Black Templars.
That's a really great idea. You could also find you could skip the normal Primaris helmets and get like knightly helmets. Yes. There's a bunch of those around, and that would really help.
Including, they're not super expensive at Forge World if just getting the helmets, like the obviously the actual Black Templars, but also the Imperial Fists, the old Blade Guard guys. Really cool helmets.
You're right.
Thanks, Rumi. Hello, Titans. It's been a while. I'm working on a Fae Children of the Forest themed Zinch army for AOS and 40k.
That's cool.
That sounds amazing.
Not a huge fan of the blob horrors. Any idea of creepier models I can use instead?
Creepier than that.
Creepier than the normal pink horrors.
For a Fae one, you could use the Crypt Ghouls, and you'll have to convert them up, but they're kind of like hunched, weird, creepy things.
If you're doing Fae, you could take Dryads.
That would be good.
You should mix
Crypt
Ghouls and Dryads.
That would also be great.
Yeah, I think Dryad kits could be a good basis.
I would love. Can you, if you're comfortable, hop in the Discord and tag me in some of your posts. I want to see this army.
Yeah, this sounds cool.
Such a cool concept.
Thanks, Ian. I have 3x3 Eradicators. I have Ultra, Dark Angel, and
no
Space
friends.
Wolves. Where do you think they should go? By the way, 5 emu dollary dues. Keep being awesome.
Thank you. Never forget the great emu Civil War.
So 3x3 Eradicators, Ultras, Dark Angels, Space Wolves. Where do they go?
Ultras, Dark Angels, Space Wolves.
3 in each. Then you keep your friends.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Then you keep your friends and you got a little bit of tank killing.
No.
I actually think the number, in my opinion, is 4. Like if you want like a single squad per army, it's a 4-man squad. Is
5's too much.
5's too much, and 4 is the number that gets the job done.
Yeah.
And most armies you don't want 2 squads. It's actually almost overkill.
Yeah.
Because there's other things you could take that are so good.
Yeah, like Plasma Scepters.
Yeah. So I would take 1 squad in each of those armies. If you have all 3, put them in all 3. Spread the love.
Fair.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ferris. What do you use to edge highlight your Iron Hands? And do you highlight with Corvus Black through the airbrush, or is it the general base color?
No, the general base color is literally the prime black. And then I highlight with Corvus Black with an airbrush. As far as edge highlighting, it was a gray, but it's not Eshin gray.
Was it Dawnstone?
Might have been Dawnstone.
I think it was Dawnstone.
And Dawnstone is a really chalky paint, so it's not fun to edge highlight with.
Horrible.
So if you find a better light gray that's not chalky, that goes on a lot smoother. Because edge highlights, you want a really smooth paint.
Yeah.
Because you want the brush to have a lot, like to just keep going for a long time. You don't have to keep refilling it, and you don't want it at all even remotely thick.
I'll be honest, I use air paints a lot of time for my edge highlights.
Oh, edge paints, yeah.
No, not edge paints, air paints.
Air paints. So
Yeah.
I've tried to do that, and they come out just a tiny bit thin, and it makes me do multiple coats of the edge highlight.
Interesting. Yeah,
Like if I'm trying to do a gray over a black,
yeah.
I typically will find that an air paint requires 2 coats, and I hate edge highlighting so much that 2 coats will kill me.
No, actually, what it is, it's Mechanicum gray. That's what it is.
Is it Mechanicum gray?
That's the darker, because it's actually it's not super light, right? It's Mechanicum gray, which actually kind of keeps the whole thing very like subdued and nice.
Yeah.
The other color is the other highlights. Sorry, I just want to grab it real quick. So like on the turret, right? This is Mechanicus gray,
right?
And this is
that's the Dawnstone. The Dawnstone is like in place of the white.
Because you can see this gray is like it's so subtle.
Yep.
But anyways,
nice.
All right, thanks, Sombrero Monkey. Hey Titans, first time live. Australian time zones are bad for games normally.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, sorry, bad for games. Normally, your Necron content is a big help for me as a new player. Much love.
No, thank you.
Thank God you like it. We're gonna be playing the Necrons again soon.
That's right.
Because we're gonna be putting some tough armies up on the board.
We are.
And so we need people who can take a beating.
Yeah, seriously.
And the Necrons can take a beating.
Yeah, well, let's actually go ahead and mention that now since we're here, right?
Sure.
So next Tuesday is members only game, and we're going to be putting up the vote right after this. We have some big show improvements coming up, but they mean we need to prep more for games. And so this vote is going to end Monday morning, our time, which gives us time to kind of prep some stuff. But it's going to be my Imperial Fists. I just finished my 3rd Redemptor. So it's going to be Redemptors, Dreadnoughts, Imperial Fists.
So what, 7 Dreadnoughts you're going to play?
It's 6 Dreadnoughts.
This is reasonable. Like genuinely like a tournament viable list.
I think so.
Like it's a very, very, very strong.
It's pretty wild.
Potentially one of the strongest fist lists we can think of.
Yeah, exactly. So it's that versus an opponent of
but
the
you get to vote.
Choice.
Yeah, so you get to vote.
One of them is Necrons, because honestly, we need something that can hang against
Necrons.
this.
But there's everything else we put up for vote. We could tailor an army that could hang.
Well, yeah, we'll pick them. We'll pick them all, so they'll all have a chance. So you guys, Bridger's not playing this game, by the way.
Because I know he's tilted by the 7 Dreadnoughts.
Yeah. Well, they're always like, "Oh, is Bridger playing this game? We're gonna make it like we're gonna give him all the odds." And it's like, nope, it's Adrian versus Brian, and now Adrian has to play GSC versus Dark Angels. So, anyways, that's gonna be going up right after this. Just want to mention since we're on the topic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, and Morton. If we get TTT versus TTT, who's your money on for the mud fight? Bone or Bridger?
Oh.
Amount of 6s rolled, Brian or Lawrence, and number of 1s, Adrian or Beard.
Okay, so Bone definitely wins the mud fight.
Oh, for sure.
Because Bone will go balls out.
Yeah.
In a way that Bridger just wouldn't. You know what I mean? In a mud fight.
I think if Bridger was backed into a corner, something would unleash in him.
So if you back him into a corner, I think Bone would go balls out, backed into a corner or not. In an open field, he goes balls out. Okay? That's what I think. Now, the rolling 6s, I think we're going to have to roll that one off.
That one would be like, if it was just you and him rolling dice until somebody wins, it would go for hours. You would just like keep. It would be the most boring stream ever.
It would be whoever has the highest stakes, because they're both like always like super dramatic rolls with like big stuff is happening.
That's true.
It's however much you're willing to put down in the fight, or like real life, like maybe your mortgage on your house or something.
That's right.
Then you're gonna get more 6s.
And do you roll more 1s than Beard?
That's a pretty steep contest, to be honest.
Beard has periods, dark times.
Yeah.
And then he has just like average. He has average games, then dark times.
Yeah.
And Adrian is like, throughout a game, it's always a constant wave.
Like what's gonna happen?
You're consistently inconsistent.
Yeah. It's kind of like you're gonna roll well on the high stakes, and I'm gonna have like the most soul crushing, like worst time to roll battle.
Yeah.
So, again, it depends on the circumstances between me and Beard.
That's true.
Thanks, Chris. Hey, I'm a new player, and I dived into Space Wolves. My play buddy runs Death Guard with Mortarion. I want to bring a knight to match Mortarion. Any recommendations or tips?
Ooh.
Oh, don't do that. Mortarion's overmatched for a knight.
He is overmatched for a
You're
knight.
also weakening your Space Wolves significantly by doing that.
So here's the problem. You take if he's got Mortarion, you're like, I want to beat Mortarion.
Sure.
A knight actually isn't a good tool because Mortarion eats knights for breakfast. Like he just is one of the best at tearing them down. If you had a shooting knight, okay, now we are talking because you keep it really far back and blast on him. But if you're trying to like fight Mortarion, it's a no-go. The second you splash in a knight, though, you also lose your doctrines.
Yeah.
And that's going to be pretty rough. Do you lose your? You don't lose your chapter tactics, do you?
You keep chapter tactics.
But because you're not a Astartes, you lose doctrine.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So that kind of sucks.
It also costs you 3 CP just to bring a knight.
That's true. Your characters alone, like even your normal dreadnoughts, will do as much damage as a knight will to Mortarion, and they will die in return though. So you have to like trade.
You can fight last,
but so will the knight.
Making him fight last is the trick, though.
Yes.
Armor breast.
You have a million ways to fight last. That's one of the superpowers of the right now.
The Judiciary. The spell. The spell. Yeah. So there's lots and lots of ways. You make them fight last, and you just put a lot of tough things.
Keep naming them.
But that's the thing.
They have the most. That's like their thing.
It's like you charge them with multiple strong characters, or like 2 or 3 Wolf and Dreadnoughts or something like that, and then you make them fight last and you go in. You are going to want to chip him down first. Like get a third of his wounds to half of his wounds off in shooting.
Yeah. Bring a mix of shooting and yeah, I agree. That's the way to do it.
All right, thanks, Ian. 5 emu dollar dues. Best advice on loadout for troops for the clowns. Also, favorite brekkie. Food as it's still morning, and I have some brekkie.
Oh, what a question. Well, let me answer
the Adrian special for breakfast.
The Adrian special. I love breakfast. I love brunch. Anyways, but
do you love brekkie?
I love brekkie. First brekkie or second brekkie?
11sies?
11sies. We've had both breakfasts, yes. What about second?
Loadout for troops.
Loadout for troops.
For Harlequins.
I like caresses more and more, honestly. I do a mix in mine, right? I do half kisses, half caresses because they're.
And then 2 swords.
And 2 swords, 2 ablative wounds, because something's gonna die.
2 will always die before they fight.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's proven out many times.
It's like always exactly.
It's exactly
those 2. And like, cool, we're still at top, you know. Because caresses give you the strength and the rend that you need. They are only 1 damage, but either A, you have just sheer volume, and the output actually generally will be better than the kiss, because the kisses won't get through to do their D3
And
damage.
even at D3, you can still roll once, you know?
Exactly, and you know. And then there's the strat, of course, to give you +1 damage on the first unit that fights. So I'm liking caresses, and I'm not saying I like it, but more and more as I kind of play and I see other people play, some of these loadouts where they have actually some melee and some fusion is actually interesting. Especially if you're doing like Soaring Spite or something.
That's true, and it gives you a choice what you want to lose. Like, oh, this game I don't need the fusion anymore. Pull them.
Yeah.
Oh no, I really want the fusion for next turn. It's good.
Yeah.
Good. It gives a lot of choices. And breakfast, you're gonna have to give it breakfast. So
you go first.
I actually normally sleep past what would be a breakfast time. So I start at lunch.
Yeah.
I love lunch is my favorite meal.
What?
So I don't do breakfast really, and I don't like traditional breakfast foods. Like I don't eat eggs or I don't know. I just don't.
You came in with bacon this morning, didn't you?
I like bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon's good. I like even I like all the pork variants.
What about waffles? You waffle guy?
Waffles is a dessert, and like I'll eat it on like a holiday or something. But like a waffle is a dessert. Let's be real, right?
You're so non-American.
Yeah, you're not very American.
Well, no, Americans, they eat dessert for breakfast, but that's
Europeans
not
eat
good.
waffles too.
It's not good for you. I
and
get
muffins. Europeans eat muffins.
Those are, so all the desserts taste good for breakfast, but they're not like actual breakfast. They're like insane breakfast.
Well, you tell that to
pure insanity.
The Western world, Brian.
Wow.
All the sugar breakfasts are pure insanity. It's absolutely crazy.
You
like a grown-up can't actually do that. Like,
can't they? Though?
Well, not regularly, but this is like weekend food for me, generally speaking. Okay, so breakfast is amazing because unlike what Brian says, you can have all the foods in breakfast, and it's like, what other meal can you be like? Yes, I'm gonna have like French toast with like syrup, and then like chocolate chip pancakes and some bacon and some eggs and ketchup and some sausage.
You're talking about like a special once in a while breakfast feast.
I
think you were talking about
once in a while.
like what you just described should be like, I don't know, like once every 2 months.
2 months or 2 weeks,
Brian, that's
or every
incorrect.
week.
You guys are crazy.
Like that's get some coffee too. Like when else can you do that? You know?
Hopefully, rarely.
Yeah.
You guys are still young.
That's not what I eat every day, but like
you
that
guys
is
are
my
gonna
favorite
die.
meal.
I eat a muffin every day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
From Taco Bell?
Does Taco Bell sell muffins?
I didn't know they made those.
They make the chalupa muffin. You never had that before?
Do they?
No.
Anyways, yeah.
All right, moving on.
Breakfast is always a controversial topic with us. Don't even talk about cereal.
Yeah, we should.
Cereal's a dessert too, though.
No,
right?
Like
the cereal that you like is a dessert.
Yeah. Most cereals are. Most of them.
Honey Nut Cheerios are good.
They're still.
Even though you're still just eating bread.
Fairly dessert.
It's like bread in milk. Like we thought of that. Anyways.
All right, thanks, Quincy. Hey, Titans. Just wondering what's the best first buys for starting a Salamander's army?
Ooh, So
Indominus box.
You get value out of everything in that. Different roles, they all play well with salamanders.
Yeah.
Just a great place to start, you know?
Agreed. What else would I pick up? I love the Terminators. I have fun with just a squad of Terminators is great. A couple of Dreadnoughts would be fun too. Redemptors are fun.
Yeah.
So, and they look great and they play well. So yeah, those are all good.
All right, thanks. Cole, got missed in my earlier question, but thoughts on Asterian Moloch? Is he worth the 170 points? Seems pretty good, but hefty point tag.
170?
Yeah, that's the chapter master of the Minotaurs, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just like for reference, the Blood Angel chapter master is 175.
The Blood Angels, which one? Dante?
Yeah.
Okay, so here he is. He's a Terminator dude, so 5-inch move, T4, 7 wounds, whatever, 2-up save. He has flat 3 damage in melee, no minus to hit, strength 6, minus 3. So not strength 8, but fine. His shooting is 1 flat 3, so who cares?
The Black Spear.
Relic shields. So he's got 1-up save, 4-up against mortal, so he's a modern captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, reroll charge rolls made within 6, and he's a chapter master.
Okay.
Like, he's a little overpriced.
He's a bit overpriced, yeah.
Yeah, he should probably be around 150.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's 150.
Like that he's overpriced because I don't like splat chapter masters. Like everybody will just play splat chapters if you make them good.
Yeah, like I
think he should. It should be a tax to play random nonsense.
Yeah, he's a teeny bit overpriced, but if you were playing, especially if you were going to get work out of him, he has the teleport strike. So you teleport down, and you teleport a chaplain. Everyone now gets a 7-inch charge rerollable. So if you did that tactic, you'd really get your money's worth out of it.
That's the reason to play him.
That is the reason to play him.
What you're paying for is
so
that ability.
Deep strike him and like 3 units with a chaplain that auto does his litany for +2, and now you're talking about something really scary.
Yeah.
Lysisodon was also expensive. He was like 180 or something.
But he was
gajillion
really
points.
Good. This is an old chapter master too, so it's hard to balance, right?
That's true.
He had too many rules.
That was 4 rerolls in a bubble and redeploy 3 guys or whatever it is.
He had too many rules.
It was too good.
He had like 6 special rules.
I'm here for it.
I actually like it. Yeah.
7 wounds that you can't really take one of them off of him.
If you're not building towards using that reroll, then yeah, it's
you're not getting
worth it. But like,
if you're going to use that reroll,
it's great. And he's a great melee. He has 7 wounds. He's not Primaris too.
Yeah,
that's not very common.
Imagine you had something like a big unit of Terminators that came down with like 2 units of Vanguard vets or something.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, it'd be rough.
Yeah. Crypt Shadow was a little confused. So when I said Splat Captain, I mean like captains from Splat books, which are like non-main, sort of off the beaten trail.
Just tell people what Splat means.
Like third-party books, but these aren't third-party, so it's not technically the correct term. But
I've never heard this term before.
It's like a D&D term.
I like it. Ah, okay.
Because there's expansions from all like anybody can publish an expansion for D&D.
Yeah.
So those are called Splat books.
Oh, well, this is not the same level as that.
It's not quite that, but yeah,
it's similar.
I hear what he's saying.
Same concept.
Yeah.
Because those books are never balanced.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sean. Are you going to do any 2v2 games? Happy New Year's from Ireland.
We have none planned.
Yeah.
They're hard to balance in general, and they're actually really hard to put a show on as well.
Yes.
Just having more people here, it's tough.
More people, more problems.
Yeah.
More COVID currently, because as we know, we can get 4 people with Mel, but then nobody's producing. And while we can produce something like Munchkin with a fancy setup, doing a full 40K show, you need a full producer.
That's right.
So, yeah.
We can do a 1v2 game.
We could do 1v2.
Brian against Adrian and Mel.
that might be what it takes with my rolling.
All right, thanks, Snoopy. How well can Genestealer Cults and Guard work together as competitive or maybe semi-competitive lists?
So I haven't tried it much, I'll be honest. But when I did, I didn't like it because I felt like I was getting the worst of both worlds. When you're playing Brood Brother detachments, you're losing a lot of the benefits of being Guard, and you're also not getting the benefits of being GSC.
Right.
I assume you're interested in like the models and the lore purposes, but I think if you wanted to competitively play that style, a better option would be to bring NIDS for a bunch of shooting and then GSC to do GSC stuff. And there's just there's more synergies. They can be more independent when they need to be. That's kind of how I feel about it.
Like for instance, the Lehman Russ, you don't get the tank ace, right? And you don't get the strats for like max shots or anything like that.
Yep.
The Lehman Russ Tank Commander is still a solid model that fills a gap in your army, but he's still pricey, he's a liability, whatever. So that's tricky. You know, some of these artillery, The artillery themselves are actually okay to splash in because they don't rely on the strats that much.
Yeah.
Although they still have it and they still have tank ace and things like that. But as we see normally, these artillery are mixed in their usefulness anyways.
Yeah.
They're usually only good when part of an entire shooting collection.
Yeah.
And on their own, you can't really rely on them to do that much. So you might as well just take those points and double down on what you're good at.
Right, and the shooting from Genestealer Cult also kind of needs to be taken en masse, right? Things like mining lasers on neophytes or the ridge runners, all these things, you need a certain critical volume to do something. And so,
before you reliably kill anything.
Yeah, that's just the way that they're designed.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Flores. Do you guys have tips for combining Genestealer Cult and Tyranids in an army?
Oh, okay.
Oh, perfect.
The fancy each task.
That's tough.
Wow. It's tough?
No,
I think it's easy.
I think you
so
can make it work.
again, we're thinking about what does GSC not normally have and what are ways of doing it efficiently, as opposed to the GSC shooting, again, which you have to take a lot of to be efficient as. If you were to just bring in NIDs, and I actually do want to try this, so I want to borrow some from Nick at some point, is you bring in an exocrine, you bring in a unit of 5 guard, you bring in a zoanthrope, and that's a neat little detachment that it has psychic stuff that you can use. The strats obviously take a bit from the GSC, but it's not terrible, and you're actually committing much less to get much more out of it, right? And they can be sitting on the back.
You don't get the Tyranid strats, do you? Or do you?
Do, yeah.
You do. That's what I
you
thought.
just have a separate detachment.
Yeah, it's a separate detachment. So the thing is that if you ever wanted to play pure strains, you would always play them as Tyranids.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. They're much
because
better.
you could still get them much further advances, charges, overruns, double moves, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah, we'll definitely try that in the near future.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Cobra. Adrian and Brian, will you give us a quick game summary, but speaking French?
I can't talk about Warhammer in French. I could talk about like normal touristy things.
Bonjour, ça va?
Ça va bien?
Ça va bien. Est-ce que tu aimes le Malcador Infernus?
Oui.
C'est bien.
All right, cool. Good talk. Last one of the day. Thanks, Devin. Looking to play an APOC game, but using normal rules instead of the new APOC rules. What would you consider to be auto-includes for my army is Grey Knights and Imperial Guard against Chaos? Rule 3 does not apply.
Ooh, that's fun.
So, so he wants to know what to add into his Guard or, sorry, Grey Knights? I'm not sure.
No, Guard and Grey Knights. Versus
so he's got a mix.
Death Guard stuff for a massive, like, Apocalypse, but using 40k rules.
Okay, so what you have to do in both Apocalypse and Apocalypse using 40k rules is try to limit the number of small squads.
Yeah.
They are what eats up all the time.
Yeah.
So you want as many big models as you can. So if you're taking Guard, like as many Baneblade chassis as you can fit in, as many Marauder super heavy bombers, take all the Lehman Russes, take all the tanks and vehicles. Yeah. If you're Grey Knights, just for me, Nemesis Dread Knights, big Paladin squads, don't waste your time with almost anything else.
Yeah. I want like a kill team of Nemesis Dread Knights.
Yeah.
Right? And like a fleet of Land Raiders.
Yeah.
That's the chance to play with all your big toys that also don't slow the game down as much.
It makes the game much more enjoyable. You might want to, if you're playing with 40k rules, you have that problem of whoever shoots first is devastating. So we generally have a terrain rule where your army needs to be able to hide turn 1, right? Like for instance, your entire army was hidden turn 1.
Yeah.
That's a crucial rule.
It is.
It's even more crucial in APOC. And it might sound crazy that you could hide like 5 Baneblades. You need to make the board so that you can hide 5 Baneblades.
Big board.
You basically want to make it so going second is the advantage. And if you didn't do that, you need to re-rack and fix the game. Because if you have someone shooting with 10,000 points of 40k models before you get to shoot, it's an instant win for whoever that person is, and it's still not even fun.
Yeah, well said.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us today.
Oh, awesome. We did it.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on the first stream of the year.
We made it.
2021. It's going to be good, I think.
I'm really excited. We got so many amazing things planned for this year. We're really excited to share them all with you.
We do, and some of them are going to be seen on the tabletop very soon, actually.
Yeah.
So again, if you are a member, definitely get in the Discord and vote on Tuesday's game. If you're not a member and you want to see what's going to fight against the Imperial Fist Dreadnoughts, there's the join button down below. And you can be a part of that. So as always, thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you very soon on the tabletop.